stick back out on the play. All a shot save. Pasternak scores! David Pasternak!
At home.
Hello, everybody. I'm Grant Fluff from Fletcher Sports Zone, and welcome to another YouTube commentary. We are going to be broadcasting another Wildcard game this afternoon. The New York Giants versus the Minnesota Vikings. But you're thinking, Grant, this game doesn't start for another 28 minutes. Why are you going on this early? Oh, we have a pre-show? A pre-show? I don't remember the last time I did a full-blown 20 to 30-minute pre-show, but we have longtime subscriber Lennon. He supports the channel, he supports the Instagram, and he is a diehard New York Giants fan. He's just like me. He has barely seen playoff success since 2012, but he figured he would hop on today and help me do a little pregame. All right, we got the Giants and the Vikings. I forget it. The shirts are in the opposite directions when you look on camera. But we got the two shirts here, so that's exciting. And without further ado, let's introduce the man wearing the Kayvon Thibodeau jersey.
What's going on, man?
Hey, I'm glad you're finally on the show. I cannot wait for when we eventually do a NASCAR broadcast as well. I think that's going to be wicked fun. Of course,
yeah,
Lennon is a diehard Kyle Busch fan, for those who didn't know.
Know it.
So we're going to begin this pre-show here with a little recap of the Bills-Dolphins. Right now, Buffalo is up 34-24 as the last play of the third quarter is about to occur, as it looks like Tre'Davious White is having a scuffle with the officials at the moment. Interesting there. So Miami holding in tough. They trailed 17-0. They've come back. They had a 24-20 lead at one point. Now Buffalo's up by 10, but with Miami driving, trying to make it a one-possession game as we head into the fourth quarter, what do you think is going to end up being the result of that game? Any score predictions for Dolphins-Bills?
I think the Bills hold on. I would love to see the Dolphins knock them off. I think that would be hilarious. But I don't see it happening. I think Buffalo's going to pull away in the fourth.
Yeah, and that doesn't surprise me considering they've already blown away with a touchdown in the third quarter to Cole Beasley and Gabriel Davis. But Miami at midfield, as the last play of the third quarter is happening right now, and it is an incompletion, I believe, towards Boston College product Hunter Long. Whenever a player's from Boston College, I got to mention that. All righty, so we look forward to Giants and Vikings, right? This is a game where both these teams haven't had a lot of playoff success, as I mentioned. Giants last playoff win in 2012, Vikings 2019. And you look at both these teams missing the playoffs last year, both these teams getting brand new coaches, of course, for the Giants, Brian Daboll, for the Vikings, Kevin O'Connell. I know you love Brian Daboll, as I'm pretty sure everyone in New York does. Explain, his leadership role on this team, being a rookie head coach and leading to a winning season.
Yeah, no, coaching matters. And if you looked at our previous coaches, they weren't really coaching, and they didn't care about the players. I see Daboll cares about the players, and it shows. Like we said, we were 4-13 last year, and we're 9-7-1 now.
Yep.
And in the playoffs. I love it. The leadership role, I love it. Every players are playing like they want to be there, and I think that's something we haven't seen since the Super Bowl in 2012.
And I know you mentioned that you loved the underdog aspect in 2007 and 2011. You're getting worried about today's matchup because you're realizing, oh no, the analysts are picking us even against a 13-4 team. The analysts are not afraid to say, look, when these two teams played a little over a month ago, the Giants almost won that game.
Should
And
have
now
been.
they're looking at it as, okay, second time is a charm. I mean, what do when you look at the projections for today's game, what do you think might happen?
Uh, like you said, the Week 16 game was very close. Great game. Great atmosphere. I think it's going to be a little bit of the same, but different outcome. Hopefully.
The same, a different outcome, hopefully. That's a fair point.
No, I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be close. I don't expect either team to blow the other team out. I think this is a winnable game for both teams, and I think the Giants have a good shot at doing it.
The Giants have a good shot at winning, of course. A lot of these Giants making their playoff debuts today. Obviously, DJ8, SB26. Oh, my goodness. Even Kenny Golladay. Crazy enough, but you want to know what? A lot of Giants players on this team, they aren't necessarily young, but they have a lot of NFL experience and, again, a lot making their playoff debuts today. You think that's going to affect the team earlier on, perhaps potentially trail early, and then as the team gets more and more comfortable as the game continues, they start to fight back and make it a game near the end?
Well, judging from the Jaguars game last night and the Bills game this morning, I think Buffalo's falling away. But I would think both the Jags and the Dolphins are really young teams, right? And I think the Giants kind of fit that category a little bit. We're not young, but we're new to the whole playoff thing. I think the Vikings pull ahead early, maybe a touchdown or two. But I think once you get time, Giants will get their stuff together.
That is an interesting taking you mentioned. I know you were very happy last week with the Giants' performance, though they did lose to the Eagles, of course, playing the majority of their backups and able to score 2 touchdowns in that fourth quarter against Eagles starters. I know that boosted your confidence up a little bit.
Yeah, it did. It did. It did. That team. That game last week showed me that this team has heart and they do not care. Or not care. They have that underdog mentality, and I think that's going to help them tonight also. But we're playing in Minnesota on the road. It's going to be loud. They got the best receiver in the league and probably one of the best running backs also. So I think the Giants can limit Jefferson like the Packers did, and then keep Cook from breaking free. I think the Giants can use that underdog and get the win there. Obviously win the turnover battle. I think we have to win that one. Like I said, our defense is fully healthy for the first time all year. We have no one on the injured list as far as I know of.
And I know you mentioned about that defensive line finally being healthy. Now you have Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, the whole crew coming back. I mean, hey, he even picked up Landon Collins, switched him from safety to linebacker, and hey, he got a pick 6 against the Colts the other week. I mean, this defense I think has really came together, and they're going to keep them in games. They kept them in the Washington game, the Sunday night game, and I think they also kept him in that Eagles game for most of last week. And again, that was their backups. So I've been very impressed with the Giants defense, something that was once a con on this team a few years back. I know you also touched on the former Giants head coaches, Ben McAdoo, man. He was one I looked at and said, how in the world does this man have a head coaching position? Rough seasons. And then, you bring in Joe Judge, a guy who comes from the Bill Belichick system. You're thinking, okay, this can't be, the worst hiring in the world. It ends up being quite literally the worst hire in the world. And then, again, you bring in a guy who has blossomed Josh Allen into the quarterback he is in Buffalo. And now you try to transfer that, you limit Daniel Jones's turnovers. And look at this, you're in the playoffs. And I was a huge Daniel Jones critic up until this year. Now I think we're
I was too. I was too.
Yeah.
When Daboll pulled into the facility in his Ford Raptor and got out with a full suit on, I could tell the coach said, okay, I like this. This culture change. And like you said, he worked with Josh Allen, and now Allen's what he is. I would say one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. And I think Daniel Jones just needed that kind of guidance to help him mature. This is his best season he's had all 4 years of playing. I doubted him. I wanted him gone. I think DJ earned himself another contract just this year. I think.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the question. I've been hearing rumors, 2-year deals, 4-year deals for Daniel Jones. Obviously, you don't want to talk about contract negotiations until you're officially out of the playoff race. Yeah. But if you right now, before even this wild card game, if you had to give Daniel Jones a contract, what would it roughly look like? Are we looking at a 1-year bridge deal, another prove-it deal? Or are we looking at a long-term 3+ year contract?
I personally, I think long-term. I think because I'm gonna the Giants declined his 5th year at the start of the season, which I was like, okay, good. Make him prove that he's worth for it. And I think this year he's proven he's worth at least a 3-year deal.
Oh, a 3-year deal.
At least.
What are we looking at? Around 3 years, $33 million, about $11 million a season, give or take.
Yeah, that's what I would look at. Yeah,
nice.
I think I've been calling to draft a quarterback for the past 3 seasons, and I might have to tone back down a little bit.
I mean, you know what? There's always, you can get that capable backup. Do you roll with Davis Webb as your backup moving forward? Who knows? But I will say Tyrod Taylor's done next to nothing. First and goal for the Dolphins. Here's a little quick update on the Dolphins game. They score a touchdown. All right, a rushing touchdown for Jeff Wilson Jr. And, hey, back to a 4-point game.
I think call it Super Wildcard weekend for a reason. Underdogs. The Jaguars last night.
Jaguars last night. Dolphins right now sticking with Buffalo. The Giants, as we both think, will be a very close game against Minnesota. And you even think that Baltimore stands a chance against Cincinnati tonight. Let's talk about that for a bit. So it was announced this morning that Lamar Jackson's obviously been inactive. That was announced on Thursday, but they're going to roll with both Tyler Huntley and Anthony Brown. So what do you think of the 2-quarterback system in Baltimore?
I usually don't like the 2-quarterback system. Like I'll go compare to college ball, even though it's different. Like Florida had the 2 quarterbacks last year with Emory Jones and Anthony Richardson, and they didn't use it right. I think Harbaugh knows what he's doing. Ravens are desperate. It's a division rival in the playoffs. Since he wins by 6. I think
Cincinnati wins by 6. That's an interesting take because right now Cincinnati is favored by 8.5, according to most of the sports books. So that's interesting.
I don't know. I feel like Baltimore will show up today.
You know that their defense is legit, and earlier this week they've already re-signed Roquan Smith to that 5-year, $100 million deal. So he's got to be legit.
I think Burrow and the Bengals are kind of sleeping on Baltimore a little bit.
Especially after beating them last week.
Yeah, especially beating them last week. So I don't know. I just feel something about the Ravens. I still think since he wins.
That's an interesting take there. But, hey, you know what? Rather a close game than a blowout, right?
Anything can happen any given Sunday.
And speaking of anything can happen any given Sunday or Saturday, in that matter, of course, you got to tune into one whirl of a broadcast last night. And, of course, those on the channel, please check out the second half of that Jaguars-Chargers broadcast if you can, because obviously as a Jaguar fan, oh, God, was that an emotional roller coaster to sit through. But in terms of you watching that game, I want to hear this from I know you live in Florida, and I know we were both rooting for Duval County here, but I want to also listen to this from a non-Charger or Jaguar fan perspective. how crazy was that game, and how important is Doug Peterson to Trevor Lawrence's development? Because this is the first time we've ever seen a quarterback throw 4 interceptions in a playoff game and still come out victorious.
And he threw 4 touchdowns too.
And then he threw 4 touchdowns in the second half. It was a complete 180.
Yeah, that was a great game. I figured it would be. I lost faith in the Jaguars when it was 27-0. I even turned the game off. I turned your stream off. I went to play Madden. I would come back to your screen for down 14. I said, uh-oh. So I'm going to keep playing my video game. And then they made it to 10. I said, I got to put the game back on. And I watched almost missed that kick, though.
Almost missed that kick, but the 4th and 1 call, the outside run to ETN, that was the difference maker on that drive.
Yes, that was major difference maker on that drive. Yes, it was. I didn't want to say anything, and I know you didn't want to say anything, but when he got him in the field goal range, I said, "Oh, they're going to do it."
Yeah,
they did.
I felt after Zay Jones caught that touchdown to make it 30-20, I thought right there it was a possible chance that Jacksonville was coming back. Like, that made me believe again. But it was that ETN run where it's like, wow, barring a missed kick, they're going to win this game. And God, what a playoff game it was. And looks like Bills Dolphins not as good, but giving it a run for their money. We have under 11 minutes to go in the 4th. And, yeah, Miami just got a touchdown. It's 34-31, Buffalo in front. Josh Allen, 2 interceptions. So what do you think about, Allen with a couple of turnovers? Of course, Miami had the interception with Xavier Howard. They got the second interception, which led to the Gesicki touchdown. And then they got the fumble recovery for a touchdown at the start of the 3rd quarter.
That fumble was huge.
Defense came to play.
They did. They showed up. And I figured I love the Dolphins head coach. I do. He's like the funny.
Mike McDaniel, yeah.
He's fun. I just love his post-game interview or pre-interviews. He's great. And I think he's fitting in good in Miami. Like, you saw the Dolphins last year too, right? They weren't that good. And then they got Tyreek Hill. And then Tua's really shown himself, even though he's been hurt. And then Skylar Thompson, he's like having a great game. And I told you, I said, I think the Dolphins have its shot today. So far, they're playing with them. But I did pick Buffalo overall.
Yeah. Well, what's up, Kyle? Thanks for tuning in. Yes, it is the legend Deadhead04 on Instagram. That's Lennon's Instagram, by the way, if you want to follow. Oh, man. I mean, I guess we could recap. There's only one game we have. Well, actually, there's 2 games we haven't recapped yet. So I guess we could kind of stick with the games yesterday while we're on the topic. I want to, again, I've heard a lot of different opinions on Brock Purdy. I kind of already know what you're going to say, but I want you to inform everyone what you think of Brock Purdy and how you have the same take as me. Even though he is in a system where he is bound to succeed, he is still succeeding. And I know he has a loaded offense, but it is still very impressive nonetheless.
No, he is very impressive. And like you said, he's got Samuel and Kittle and I can't think of Niners players off the top of my head, but they got all the players, and even with Jimmy G as quarterback, I think get rid of Trey Lance and stick with Jimmy G and Purdy, and the Niners might be around for a while.
That's what I'm saying. You trade Trey Lance for some draft capital. You could build even more around Purdy. You can get a younger offensive line with those draft picks.
Yeah, no, I think he's really exceeded expectations, and I had the Chiefs and the Niners in the Super Bowl with the Niners winning the Super Bowl. I think San Francisco is the most complete team in the playoffs right now.
I think you are 100% on that. It's the even balance on offense and the low-scoring defense that really evens it out. Yes, Seattle had the lead heading into halftime, and they were shut down to, 3 points the rest of the second half. Defense woke up when they needed to most. They made Geno Smith throw deep. He ended up throwing an interception late in the 4th quarter that basically sealed it. And then the offense was on a roll. I mean, you had the Kittle touchdown. You had the McCaffrey touchdown. You had the Elijah Mitchell touchdown. Purdy had a QB sneak.
Yeah.
It was just such a consistent offensive performance for someone who's just playing in his first ever playoff game, just appearing in his 7th career game. It's incredible.
And he's what? He's 7-0?
Yeah.
6-0? Something like that. 6-0.
And he's beat some quality teams. He beat Seattle in the regular season, Miami, Tampa Bay. I mean, these aren't no slouches.
I mean, that Tampa game where he got hit, like first play of the game, he took a shot to the face and came out and won like 45-7 or something. That was the game I said, "Oh, this kid's legit."
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, to go into Brady's house, I think it was in San Francisco. Anyway, to beat Brady, and then even though the Bucks were not that good at the time, but like that game that game shook. That's when I said, "Oh, Niners are a Super Bowl favorite." That game was it.
Yeah.
When they beat Brady, it was it. Yeah, but like I know I made a lot of people mad with that last comment about San Francisco being the most complete team.
I mean, I agree with you. I mean, who is even remotely close? I can't. Maybe Buffalo. Other than Buffalo or Cincinnati, I really can't think of another team more complete than San Fran. There is Kansas City one-dimensional. They focus on offense.
The Eagles are also one-dimensional.
You could argue, but I think their defense is still suspect.
Yeah, I mean, they got Bradbury. God, I miss him. And they got Darius Slay. They're blocked at the corner safety position. They're locked corner safety. Their backfield is great. Their D-line is also really good, but their offense is Jalen Hurts. That's it. Because you take him out, they lost just 2 games. Lost to the Cowboys and then lost to the Saints when Hurts was hurt. Right. And then they turn around and the Giants' third string almost beat them. They won by 6. I just don't think Philly's that. They're good. Good. I hate it. I hate to admit that they are good. I just think San Francisco is the most complete team here. I just do.
All right. Well, Miami gets the ball back after a Buffalo punt, still 34-31 with about 9:20 to go. So when the Giants-Vikings game starts, obviously that game will be on my TV, but I will put on Dolphins-Bills on my phone, and we will be doing a double reaction until the end of the game in New Era Field. And with kickoff about 5 minutes away, I think it is time we get into the major part of the pregame. Who is winning and why?
I'll let you go first because I think y'all know my take on it.
I'll tell you this. I think the Giants have had a great run, and I definitely would not be surprised if they were to win today. I think their offense is bound to score at least 3 touchdowns. Minnesota's defense is very suspect, especially in the first half of games. I'm going to say that the Vikings win what will be an incredible game. 37-34, Minnesota wins. And I will also say this. I'm not saying that the Giants will necessarily allow 37 points because we are looking at a defense that has one of the best and youngest D-lines in the league right now. My concern is Vikings are going to cash in points off of potential early turnovers.
Yeah.
And I think that obviously Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook, such a lethal offense, they're going to score at least 3 to 4 touchdowns. Like, I think that's just a given.
Yeah, I agree.
So, with that being said,
this isn't biased. Okay, I know it sounds like it. This is going to be a really good game. Just like in Week 16, I have the Giants winning 30-27 on the last-second field goal by the best kicker, third best kicker in the league.
Third best kicker in the league. Better. I'm like, hold on, we are not calling Graham Gano better than Justin Tucker.
No, I caught myself. Justin Tucker's amazing. But I just, like you said, the Giants cannot turn the ball over. And if they do, the defense has to step up and force field goals or stops. Whatever. I think if we limit Jefferson scares me. We got McKinney and Collins, whoever we put on Jefferson has to play good, or it is not, or they're going to burn us all game. I don't know. I just got a good feeling about my boys today. I just do. I just think the Giants win by 3, 30-27. That's my prediction.
Giants win by 3. That's interesting. Of course, last time the Vikings were in the playoffs, they lost to the 49ers in the divisional round. The last time the Giants were in the playoffs,
They won the Super Bowl.
rough outing against the Green Bay Packers in the 26th Wildcard.
Sure.
As it's 4th and 6, and Skylar Thompson overthrows Jalen Waddle. Oh, man. There is a flag. Wait a minute. There's a penalty against the Bills. Oh, no, it's a timeout, Bills. My apologies. They'll get to replay 4th down. Well, buckle up. After this play, we are switching to Fox, but if you want to watch the end of Dolphins-Bills, tune in to CBS. 4th and 6. Both teams are, for whatever reason, down to 1 timeout. Yeah. There's 8.5 minutes to go in the 4th. Oh, my goodness. We are in for what should be a great finish here in Buffalo.
Yep. I think it's about time I go stress and watch.
All right. Enjoy your game. By the way, Lennon will be back for a post-game recap if the Giants win. If they don't, I would doubt, but
No, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It depends how bad we lose. We got that. I think we got this. Giants win by 3.
Oh, and now Miami's punting. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, what a crazy way to.
No, this is going to be a fun playoffs weekend. We didn't talk about the Cowboys and the Bucks, but that's
I noticed. That's all right. Quick predictions for that. I have the Buccaneers winning 24-21. You?
All right. This is hard because Dallas is by far the better team. I personally, on paper.
Oh, yeah.
Brady is 7-0 against the Cowboys. Dallas has never, or 0-8 in road playoff games. And then something about the jersey, which I think I don't buy the jersey, the blue jersey playoff curse.
Oh, yeah, the blue jerseys. Yeah, the last time they won the blue jerseys was 1992, I think.
Yeah, but I think the Bucks win, but I think Dallas puts up a good fight. Dallas can win this game. I don't think they do. I got the Bucks, which I can't go against Brady as much as I hate him. I gotta give him that one.
Well, according to Fox, we have 20 minutes. I don't know why. I don't know how, but apparently Giants-Vikings isn't starting for another 20 minutes.
Oh, well, okay.
You want to stay on, but I think at this point we kind of burned through all our topics. I'm going to broadcast the rest of Bills-Dolphins, so.
Yeah.
And I know you don't have a television in your room, so.
I do not. No, I'm in my office.
If you want to stick around, you can, but if you want to head out, it was awesome having you on, and we'll make sure that we do another broadcast in the future, whether it's NASCAR, Red Sox, Yankees, Bruins, Rangers. We'll figure something out.
Yep. Bruins, Rangers, Eastern Conference Final.
Yes, sir. Oh, maybe. Honestly, that is a very common prediction right about now.
It could. I don't know. Tampa's going to sneak their way in like they always.
Tampa Bay, Bruins, Tampa, maybe.
Oh,
see.
No, I think we'll be. That game pissed me off so much last year. So, I don't watch hockey like that. I just if the Rangers are on, I'll watch. I missed that freaking Stars game other night. That was crazy.
Oh, yeah, when they scored and when they tied with a second left and then they won in overtime. Yeah.
No, but yeah, it's a Giants by 3. Win the turnover battle. I think pressure Cousins. We got to make him uncomfortable. Make him uncomfortable. I think we can do that. It's indoors, so the weather's really not that big of a factor. Week 16. We went in there. We lost by 3 on another 61-yard field goal. I hate those 61-yarders against us. Teams are 3-0 against the Giants on 60-plus yard field goal. And 2-15 against everybody else or something like that. It's ridiculous. We just have no luck. I remember exactly what games those were, or what teams. It was the Eagles, and it was the Panthers with Graham Gano, which is ironic now. And then it was the Vikings this year with, I don't even know who their kicker is.
Greg Joseph, yeah.
Yeah. But no.
That was wild. And Jake Elliott, too, in 2017, where he booted the 61-yarder over Odell's head. Sad memories, I know. It's all right. 2017 was a dark year for me, too, of course. Hashtag Miles Jack wasn't down. That's all I'm going to say before I get sad. It's all right. This team's up for redemption. This year's Jaguars, they're up for redemption for the 2017 Jaguars.
All right, so given the Bills and the Bengals hold on and the Bengals win, I told you when we talked on Thursday, I said whoever wins the Jags and Chargers game will beat Kansas City, and I will stick with that.
Okay.
I know. You probably don't agree with me on that, even though you want to.
You know what? After what I watched last night, the Jaguars, they make me believe in a lot of things I didn't believe in 24 hours ago. So it's okay.
Yeah. I think I told you. I'm sticking with that. I just don't like Mahomes. That's just a personal opinion.
Oh yeah, me too.
But he's fucking he's a talent. He's unbelievable.
Oh yeah,
gotta give him that. But no, I think I got the Giants by 3. Limit Jefferson. Don't let Cook break out. Cook's good on the passing game too, so that's another.
Oh yeah, no, you got to be careful about Alexander Matheson too. That's a great one to punch Minnesota's got. Got to be careful about that.
Yep, I think we do. I think win the turnover battle. The Giants finally having that defense all healthy with I can't name the players on top of my head, but McKinney's back, Ojulari, Williams, Lawrence, Thibodeau, they're all healthy. McKinney's gonna. I would watch Landon Collins in this game. I think he's gonna have a really good game today. I feel it. I think McKinney's gonna get a pick. To watch that, McKinney gets an interception. I'm gonna call that. Late in the game, the Vikings driving down the field, and it's a game-winning interception by Xavier McKinney.
Okay.
There you go. That's my prediction.
So you have Xavier McKinney interception. I have another heartbreaking game-winning field goal for the.
Oh, not again! I will cry.
Oh boy!
Hey, no, it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be close. I don't expect either team to blow each other out.
No, it's gonna be close the whole way for sure. Which is why I thought this was gonna be the closest game of the weekend, other than maybe Jaguars Chargers. Which is why I'm actually broadcasting this game.
Yeah.
Oh, I got these 2 shirts here because I'm a fan of both teams.
I like that red one back there.
Yeah. Now that you're on the screen, I'm blocking off my Vikings one. Is that a good thing? I'm wearing a Rex Grossman jersey, by the way. I'm staying neutral. And I don't want to wear a Jaguar uni because I don't want to do any reverse jinxing things. So
yeah, there it is.
I'm just wearing a Bears jersey, and I'm just staying neutral. I'm going to say is Giants and Vikings, 3-0 record against the Bears this year, combined.
Exactly. There you go.
I'm benefiting both teams.
You got this brand new, baby, just in time for
got that last week, the Thibodeau. That's nice, bro.
I did. I did. Yeah. All right. I think it's about time I go pray to God.
All right. Yeah. Kickoff's in about 15 minutes in. We got 4 minutes left in the Miami game. I'm going to broadcast the rest of this. But
go Dolphins.
It was awesome having you, Lennon. Thank you for coming on, and can't wait for you to come back on again in the future. Oh, a dropped interception by Tre'Davious White. Dolphins stay alive.
I'm going to watch this game.
We'll see the ending of this game, too. Dolphins are trying to drive, as it wasn't Tre'Davious White. White was covering Gesicki. It was Elam, the rookie corner, who dropped.
Oh, my buddy. I love Elam. That's my guy.
Oh, yeah. Did he go to Florida?
He did.
He did. Oh, yeah.
All right, man. I'm out.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Lennon.
Yep, no problem.
And, of course, that is Lennon, or Kyle put his Instagram in the chat, Deadhead04. Awesome having him on. We will get to Vikings-Giants in a little bit. The game isn't starting for another, I think, 13 or so minutes. But Dolphins, Bills, I mean, that is the game to broadcast right now. As it is third down coming up for the Dolphins after this flag. So 3rd and 10 for the Dolphins here. Trailing 34-31. They are out of timeouts. Buffalo has one. Never seen a playoff game where timeouts were thrown away like this. Of course, Bills and Dolphins are tied at 1 in the win column this year. Miami winning in week 3, the Bills winning in week 15, a game we broadcasted live on the channel here. 3rd down and 10 for the Dolphins. Skylar Thompson trying to get something going. Miami 3 for 14 on 3rd downs today. You might even have to go for it if it's 4th and short. Thompson, 2-step drop, throws down the right side, passes, caught! Jalen Waddle down the sideline, and look at Miami go. Oh my goodness. The Miami Dolphins, they're driving. Ladies and gentlemen, I may have to put Giants Vikings on hold. What a game we have at New Era Field. Yeah, I'll put the Vikings Giants stream on my that's so wrong what I'm gonna do. But this game is so entertaining. You don't wanna. Yeah, so this game's gonna start at 4:50. Yeah, 4:50 Giants and Vikings will start. Okay. At 4:50. So we have 12 minutes. We'll do that. I'm gonna watch your latest video, but I watch your favorite team video instead. Very, very long. Fortunately for me, talked the shortest about the Cardinals. Understandable about the Blues. Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't. I don't know. Why did I put the Cardinals in mutual? I liked it. I do like their team because Albert Pujols, Yadier Molina, Adam Wainwright, they have had a lot of really good players in their history, and they have Paul Goldschmidt, one of my favorite current players. But man, it's like they have a lot of history with the Mets. And yeah, I do know it was almost 40-minute video? Yeah, so that was your thing. You were supposed to kind of fast forward to your team. So that's good that you fast forward to the Cardinals and the Blues. Also, Cardinals won 2004 and 2013 World Series. Oh, okay. All right. But then the Blues beat the Bruins in 2019, so there you go. Boston and St. Louis, they've had their fair share of rivalries. So we have a 1st and 15 here. So this is fantastic that Giants-Vikings isn't starting for another 11 minutes. Hopefully the final 4 minutes of Bills-Dolphins goes by here. 4:04 to go. It's 1st and 15 for the Dolphins whenever we snap the ball next. And yeah. Oh, you watched that times 2 speed? The Cardinals? Yeah, that makes sense. You watched the times 2 speed? Okay. That's also a fair way of doing it. And also, I posted earlier this morning my commentary with the highlights for Jaguars-Chargers. I matched up all the Jaguar touchdowns and the game-winning field goal and the Chargers missed field goal. I matched all that up with the actual video, so go check that out if you haven't already. It already has 16 views and 17 likes. I really appreciate that. Support on that video, the favorite teams video. And hopefully this broadcast as well. Thompson rolls out on 1st and 15. He's got to throw it out of bounds, and he does. 2nd and 15 coming up with 3:59 to go in the 4th. Ed Oliver applying the pressure there on Thompson. Got the notification. I was going to watch that, but somehow I watched the long video instead. Okay. You got the notification, but yeah, they sent you to the wrong video. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, my Jaguar stuff from last night's only 59 seconds, so. Yeah, but go check that out if you haven't, because, I think it's pretty cool to see my reaction along with, like, when the play actually happens. So, good way to. I wish I could commentate like that, have a little box and show the games, but obviously copyright, you can't do that. Here's Waddle with the catch, and it's 3rd and 4. What's up? Oh, welcome back, Lennon. He's joining us from the chat now. Of course, if you're just tuning in, that's why we're already at a 40-minute broadcast. Lennon did a phenomenal job, first time coming on Floodsters, and I think we hopefully covered everything you guys wanted us to cover during the pregame. We are 8 minutes away from kickoff in Minneapolis. There is 3:25 left in Buffalo. 3rd and 2. The handoff is, I think it's going to be 4th and 1 coming up as Jeff Wilson, or rather Salvin Ahmad, got the carry there. So it's 4th and 1 for the Dolphins. With about 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, Miami's at timeouts. This game is essentially over if they don't get this. They only have the 2-minute warning as the last stoppage. 4th and 1, Miami trying to keep this game alive. Again, if this game does not end by the time Vikings and Giants start, I will have Dolphins-Bills up on my phone, and we'll kind of be doing a double game broadcast, if that's all right with you guys. Or at least I'll update you whenever any major plays happens in this one. But a 4th and 1 for Miami. They are killing down the clock. They got to get out of the huddle right now. 2 seconds, 1 second. Thompson can't snap it. That's a delay of game. The run is stopped, but that don't matter. Don't matter. That was delay of game. Make it 4th and 6. Oh, what was Miami doing there? They were spending way too much time in the huddle. The run got blown up. It's delay of game. Look at Teron Armstead. He's clapping about the delay of game. He's happy about that, saying, yes, one more chance. Oh, my God. Would this be something? If Miami wins, they face Kansas City next week. And then Jacksonville, with a Baltimore win tonight, they would host. And with the Bengals win, they'd play Cincinnati on the road. Okay. Well, that's if Miami wins, though. 4th and 6. Empty backfield for Skylar Thompson. Thompson takes the snap. 3-step drop. He's going to roll out of the pocket. Thompson throws. Pass is incomplete. Elam knocks it down in front of Gesicki. And a 4th down stop for the Bills. Well, there you have it. It looks like Buffalo's going to win this one. And what a game it was. Not over, but Miami can only stop the clock with the 2-minute warning. Man, what a game. Nothing to be ashamed of if you're a Dolphin fan. That is for certain. Played their hearts out. And yes, with just the 2-minute warning, the Bills need a first down, and this game is over. Elam is down, and they're currently checking on his foot. We'll give you an injury update about that. All right. In the commercial break. I will say, though, Skylar Thompson, he played well enough to where this game may have just, saved his NFL career as, a backup quarterback. And you want to know what? That's okay. You need backup quarterbacks in this league. And, definitely, Skylar Thompson wasn't on fire. I mean, he threw 2 interceptions, but he really did a fantastic job, what I thought. Sure, he threw a couple interceptions, but still impressed me, still impressed many. And again, this guy's only on his rookie deal, so he's going to stick around in Miami for another couple of seasons. So, might as well play as good as you can. Alrighty. So again, these two teams played on Christmas Eve. It resulted in a win for the Vikings off a 61-yard field goal by Greg Joseph. And all right. First down run for Buffalo goes nowhere, so it's second down. You say it's over, Kyle, but technically speaking, it's over if they get a first down. If Miami forces a 3-and-out, Buffalo will punt it to them, and Miami will have about 30 seconds to score. I'm very the game is not over till it's over. I am that guy. I'm always looking into possibilities and how exactly. They'll have 30 seconds. And they'll only need a field goal. They'll only need a field goal to tie it. But of course, that is only if they force a 3-and-out here. 2-minute warning is a blessing in disguise right now. That is for certain. All right. So just in case Miami's defense makes a stop, I'm gonna pull the Bills-Dolphins game up on my phone. But we're a couple minutes away from kickoff here in Minnesota. So this is my full attention now. Hope you guys have been enjoying the broadcast so far. I cannot believe I've already been broadcasting for 46 minutes. It doesn't even feel like it at all. At all. It was a fun pregame, and now we're ready for a fun broadcast. You guys been enjoying your weekend watching playoff football? I have been loving it so far. Jaguars win and the Vikings win today would just make me even more happy. Of course, Vikings are my NFC team, but I mean, I'm not attached to them like I'm attached to Jacksonville. So don't worry. I think my plan is that you'll begin straight on broadcast today. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Vikings Giants is bound to be the more defensive game because none of these teams have Josh Allen, but we'll see. In order of how I want to win the Super Bowl before yesterday, it goes Tampa Bay, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Buffalo, Jacksonville, San Francisco, Baltimore, Minnesota, Philadelphia, Dallas, Giants, Seahawks, Dolphins. Nothing, and Chargers. Don't want LA. Yeah, I know. I agree. Stan Kroenke does suck. I agree. I don't want them to repeat. Vacation in Tampa area, Chiefs home state team. Yeah, that's a fair point. For me, it would probably have gone Jaguars, Vikings, 49ers probably. Fourth would be the Seahawks. Fifth would have been the Bengals. Sixth would have been the Giants. Cowboys, Ravens, Chargers. I forgot the Chargers. I put the Chargers ahead of the Seahawks. Oh, my God. Tampa Bay, and then the last two would be Baltimore, Kansas City. I don't really care. Oh, I am Buffalo. They're my last three. Philadelphia, yeah. I don't know. It's weird. It's like I like half the teams in the playoffs, and I don't like half the teams in the playoffs. All right, they're getting the skull chance going. What's going to happen? Watch this game live on your local Fox channel. Sold out crowd here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. As we are ready. It is 4:30, or actually rather 4:50 Eastern Standard Time here in Massachusetts. It is snowing actually in Massachusetts right now, but it is all sunny in Minneapolis, where we will have the fourth ever playoff meeting between the Giants and the Vikings. Away we go from US Bank Stadium. Here's the touchback, and out to the 25 goes Kirk Cousins. who has only won one playoff game in his career with a 1-2 record. Of course, he lost to the Packers in 2015 as a member of Washington. 3 touchdowns to 1 interceptions with 1 rushing touchdown, 86.6 passer rating. And again, that game-winning drive, or that one win, was a game-winning drive against the Saints in the 2019 NFC Wildcard game, a game that was my favorite ever NFL broadcast up until last night's game, funny enough. 1st and 10, Cousins throws a quick slant, and that is Justin Jefferson, a gain of 9. Back in Buffalo, Miami, I think they forced a stop. I think they made it 4th and inches. So again, I'm keeping you guys updated with the Bills and the Dolphins game. And if that game does go final, I'll post that on Instagram when this game heads into commercial break. They'll give Jefferson the first down. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Vikings at home in the purples. Giants road white and reds. Here's the handoff. Dalvin Cook busts it to the right side and gets a gain of 9. Dalvin Cook, just like Kirk Cousins, playing in his 3rd career playoff game. Take a look at the Vikings offense, ranked 7th overall, 6th in the passing game, 27th in the rushing. Offensive line, it hasn't been fantastic, but the running back core has been great with Dalvin Cook, Alexander Matheson, fullback C.J. Ham, and then obviously Justin Jefferson, K.J. Osborne, Adam Thielen, the 3 receivers, and T.J. Hawkinson, the trade deadline acquisition, the starting tight end. 2nd and 1, up the middle. Cook lowers the shoulder, and he's got the first. Minnesota heads into the playoffs 13-4 as the 3rd seed. The Giants enter in as the 6th seed with a 9-7-1 record. And they would have been 10-6 if they didn't tie with Washington in their first meeting. Still would have played on the road regardless, but, you like to see the 10-6 rather than 9-7-1, I would think. Under center, Cousins at the 41. Fakes it to Cook. Cousins throws down the middle. Justin Jefferson, a gain of 11, brought down by Xavier McKinney. That is a first down for the Vikings. And yes, that first down Buffalo got is currently under review. I'd imagine it's going to get overturned, and they'll make it 4th and inches. And I don't know what Buffalo would do there. Me personally, I'd kick the field goal if I'm the Bills, but we'll see what they do there. It is 1st and 10 for Minnesota. 2 catches to Jefferson for 22 yards. It's all you missed so far, and a run by Cook. C.J. Ham, the fullback. The tailback is Cook. He gets the handoff, and he is ripped to the ground at the 41. Nice tackle there. Number 55, I believe, getting the tackle there for the Giants. That's Jahai Ward, the former Jaguar and Raven. Let's take a look at the Giants defense. Dexter Lawrence in the Pro Bowl. They're ranked 25th overall. Kayvon Thibodeau, the rookie linebacker, along with Jared Davis and Jalen Smith in the secondary. Juwan Love and Xavier McKinney back in the lineup. Here's the throw, and it's caught by Adam Thielen for a first down. And I guess I called it first down for the Bills. They're going to eliminate the Dolphins with a 34-31 victory. I'll get to that in the commercial break, but I got a lot of things to say about Buffalo. Here's Kirk Cousins, zips it over to Jefferson down to the 24. And that will be a gain of about 3 or 4. He was brought down by Jalen Smith. And I want to talk about Jalen Smith real quickly. This is a linebacker that was drafted by the Cowboys. He was phenomenal his first couple seasons in the league. He constantly got injured. Dallas released him. He bounced around from the Packers to the Giants. And then after starting the year as a free agent, the Giants have brought him back. And he's trying to make a starting role on this team. 2nd and 5, 8th play of the drive, the opening drive for Minnesota. And we have a flag down. And we shall see what this penalty is. We are going to get Adrian Hill, our referee, 13th season as the official, first as a referee in his 4th postseason game. And we're going to have a penalty on the Giants. Brian Dable not happy. And they're going to call, clearly. They're going to call offsides there on Dexter Lawrence, and that's the right call. Dable wants to argue the call, I think, but I think that's pretty non-arguable. That was pretty obvious. So the Vikings now down at the 18. They throw the screen to Cook, and Dalvin Cook takes it to the right, and he is brought down at the 11. Again, Jalen Smith with the tackle, his second tackle of the drive. Cousins 4 for 4 for 39 yards. Take a look at this Vikings team. They've had such an up and down season. You know, they've beaten Buffalo in overtime and what was the game of the year. But then they have these losses where they don't look good. Week 2 against Philadelphia. The following week, after they beat the Bills, they played the Cowboys at home, lost that game 40-7. And then all of a sudden, you know, collapsing in week 17 against Green Bay. They were originally going to be the 2 seed. They lost that game to Green Bay. Now San Francisco's the 2 seed. Here's the handoff to Cook. Up the middle, down to the 11. It's going to be 3rd and 3. I think you also look at this Vikings team. They came back from 33-0, completed the greatest comeback in NFL history. Well, I don't think it's the greatest comeback in NFL history, but the largest deficit, we'll word it. Because I think there's about 6 or 7 other comebacks that have occurred in the playoffs that were way better. But, you know, you come back from 33-0. You win that game in overtime. You clinch a playoff spot. And, yeah, wow. Here is the 3rd and 3. Jefferson in motion. Cousins rolls out to the left. Throws Hawkinson. First down to the 7. T.J. Hawkinson. For a Vikings first down. Former Lion, they traded a first-round pick to get this guy. Actually, no, they traded a second-round pick to get this guy. And able to get open there. Nice route running by Hawkinson. Falls down at the 6. First and goal to go. Cousins still has yet to throw an incompletion. First and goal. Thielen in motion. Cousins under center. Ball is placed again at the 6. They'll put Jefferson in motion as well. They fake it. Jefferson's wide open to the 2. He dives. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. You hit that gritty. It's his first career playoff touchdown. And the Vikings take a 6-0 lead. They cash in on the opening drive, and not much Jackson can do there. Adoree Jackson can't keep up with the speed of Justin Jefferson. He got wide open off the play-action throw, and they may down this at the 1. Oh, his left knee may have been down. We'll see if the Giants challenge. I don't know if they will or not. As Minnesota comes out for the extra point. Their punter, Ryan Wright, is the holder, and their long snapper, Andrew Deploa. And they will review it, as I think this is getting called back. All right, the game is a commercial break. Don't worry, those following Fluster. I got the Bills game now. Just wanted to wait until it was in commercial. That was a pretty good game, though. I mean, credit the Dolphins for playing as good as they did. They forced 3 turnovers. And I want to say this right. I got to get the biggest alpha in the room right now. If Tua Tagovailoa plays, the Bills, you know, their offensive scheming may have been a little bit different. They would have been maybe more attack-heavy. But based off of what I've seen, if Tua plays that game, Dolphins win. Easily, Dolphins win that game. And with that being said, I think Buffalo, if they ever run into Cincinnati especially, I don't know about Jacksonville or Kansas City, but Cincinnati, I think the Bengals will win that game in a blowout. You heard it here first. Do I think the Bills are frauds? I don't know. Maybe Miami just had great scheming because this is obviously the 3rd time they played him this year. But I hope I'm not overreacting. I think I'm right with the Tua take. And honestly, the way the Thursday night or the Monday night game was going, before the freakish Damar Hamlin incident, Cincinnati looked like they were going to win that game. I'm convinced Cincinnati beats Buffalo, and this is why I'm so confident in Cincinnati making the Super Bowl. All right, game line, the Bills defeat the Dolphins 34-31 and advance to the AFC divisional round. I'm going to do the hashtags here. Bills Mafia, Bills Football, let's go Bills, let's go Buffalo. All righty. They called the touchdown back. So it's 2nd and goal at the 1. Hawkinson in motion. Cousins takes a snap. QB sneak. He's got it now. Touchdown, Minnesota. And there's no calling this one back. Kirk Cousins up the middle for his 2nd career rushing touchdown in the playoffs. Now it counts. Minnesota up 6-0. All right, this is a good push out in front. Cousins able to score. Greg Joseph able to nail the extra point. It is 7-0. Minnesota in front. And, I don't think this will be a blowout. And as I mentioned in the pregame, I did think that Minnesota was going to jump to a lead pretty quickly earlier on in this game. But also, if you're Minnesota, you really have not had a convincing blowout win this year. Yeah, you blew out the Bears last week, but whatever. That was the Bears playing their 2nd and 3rd string quarterbacks, right? If you blow out a playoff team like the Giants, that's how people take you seriously. Dolphins have not won a playoff game in 22 years with today's loss. They now have the 2nd longest streak in the NFL. Of course, the Lions' last playoff win was in 1991, so the Lions are going to have the record. But all right. We'll see what happens here. 8:23 to go in the first quarter, and the Giants about to get the football for the first time tonight. Joseph ready to kick it away. Ball is placed at the 35. Joseph boots it away. And this will be a touchback. The Giants will get it at the 25. So we talked about Kirk Cousins. Take a look at Daniel Jones, 2019 rookie quarterback out of Duke, making his first career playoff start. He has a career low 5 interceptions and a career high in passing yards with 3,205 and also a career high in rushing yards. The Giants are trying to use that underdog mentality. As I mentioned in the pregame, a lot of players are playing their first career playoff games tonight. Jones, Barkley, etc. 1st and 10 at the 25. Jones under center. Handoff goes to Barkley. Barkley bursts to the left side and gets a gain of 13. There is a flag. Uh-oh. Is this going to get called back or not? We shall see. And it's going to be holding against the Giants. And they're going to call for holding. I believe that's the center, Nick Gates, it is, as he ripped the jersey of number 97, Harrison Phillips. First and 20, that's a loss of 10 on the penalty. Ball is placed at the 15. Jones throws off the slant. All right. All the way down to the 28-yard line. They pick up quite a bit of yardage there. Ricky James Jr., on the catch, former San Francisco 49er. Let's look at this Giants offense. Ranked 26th in the passing game, 4th in the rushing game, 18th overall. They have Andrew Thomas, who's been a great left tackle. And, of course, Saquon Barkley in the Pro Bowl, Daniel Bellinger, the rookie tight end, Kenny Golladay catching his first Giants touchdown last week on Richie James Jones. I'm going to call him Ricky James Jones, aren't I? My apologies. Daniel Jones, 2nd and 7, rolls out, he pumps, he runs, and he's going to be close to the first down marker. In fact, I think he's got it. They do mark it first down, Giants. Richie James Jr. And you know what? This offense would be even better if Sterling Shepard didn't get injured. Keep that in mind. This team is succeeding without Sterling Shepard. So, huge loss there. Of course, he tore his ACL in Week 3 against Dallas, so he's obviously out for the playoffs. So is wide receiver Colin Johnson, 30-year receiver out of Texas. At the 35, Jones under center. They fake it to Barkley. Jones, empty pocket, and he finds Darius Slayton for the first down. And there's another man, Darius Slayton, 30-year receiver out of Auburn. And that is a first down. He was Jared Stidham's favorite target in college and turning into Daniel Jones's favorite target this season. Nice route past midfield. Daniel Jones, he has the pocket. All to his lonesome, no pressure by Minnesota whatsoever. And they're able to complete the pass out to the 43, where it is a first down for the Giants. Daniel Jones takes the low snap. Jones pumps, runs again. He can do this. He can use his legs tremendously. A gain of 14 before Patrick Peterson gets the tackle. Daniel Jones, keep it and run. Keep it and run. And look at Daniel Jones go. He tried to hit Patrick Peterson with a stiff arm there. He tried to do what Trevor Lawrence did back in Week 14. Oh my gosh. Little QB stiff arm. Oh my goodness. 1st and 10. Under center at the 29. In motion, the receiver. Pitch goes to Barkley. Saquon's got an open hole to the left side. Barkley, breakaway speed! What a quick response! Touchdown, Giants! Oh, Barkley, welcome to the spotlight! Wow, look at the speed on this man. This Giants rushing attack is going to be a problem with a capital P. Look at this. They let Daniel Jones rush for 14 yards straight into a rushing touchdown for Saquon Barkley. He's been thriving, rushing to the left side of the field all season. He does it there. He finds an open hole between 4 purple jerseys. And he is able to get the first down and what would end up being the touchdown. Graham Gano, extra point is up, and it's dead center, 7-7 here in the bank. All right, Saquon Barkley responds after a Kirk Cousins QB sneak. 7-all, Minneapolis. All right, again, word that the Providence Bruins game right now is tied at 2. Alrighty. Are you a Jags fan? I am. I'm about to. That's so funny. I thought you were a Jags fan. Oh yeah. Chicago Rex Grossman jersey on with the Vikings and Giants t-shirts. I knew I had these two t-shirts, so I figured, while the matchup was on, I figured I'd display them. Thought you were a Jags fan. That's awesome. Yeah, I like other teams. I just like the Jaguars like infinity times more than every other team. That's awesome, though. Yeah, no, I'm just a football fan in general. I just collect merch for every team excluding Titans, Texans, and Steelers. I will pretty much collect down to like the smallest things. So that's just how I roll. There's actually this Giants shirt was passed down when my grandmother passed away. So I got that shirt from her because she lived in New York for a long time before moving to Massachusetts after she got married. And then Vikings t-shirt, I found this at a store for $8 a couple weeks ago. And I was like, this is perfect. Right. I'm like, just in time for the playoffs, I could get a Vikings t-shirt. So I bought it for $8. And we are tied at 7 between the Giants and the Vikings. So Kirk Cousins with a 1-yard QB sneak touchdown gave Minnesota the 7-0 lead after a Justin Jefferson touchdown was overturned at the 1. But then Saquon Barkley with a rushing touchdown, tying this one up at 7. Gano to kick it away to the Vikings, and that will land for a touchback. Who even is the primary Vikings kick returner? I'm not even sure. I'm sure Patrick Peterson does a lot of work in the punt game, but the kick game, I'm not even really sure. And yeah, Barkley, huge touchdown there. Again, just found that hole in Daniel Jones. Very consistent player. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, both quarterbacks have yet to throw an incompletion. Cousins, 7 for 7 for 53. As we begin the second Minnesota drive, Cousins takes the snap. Quick throw to the left. Pass is caught. Jefferson rips off a tackle to the 26. Pushed out of bounds by Adoree Jackson, the former Titans cornerback. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Let's take a look at Cousins this season. 8-1 at home, 18 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Their only home loss came to the Cowboys, but on the road they're 5-3, and Cousins has thrown 11 touchdowns to just, I believe it was 10 interceptions. Stat went by really quickly. 2nd and 4. Ball is placed at the 31. Cousins throws, and Matheson, whoa, tries to lunge for the first. He signals first, and the referee signals first. There we go. Once the domino falls, they begin to fall. Look at this. Jalen Smith doing a nice job trying to bring down Matheson. Oh, I think he sprung off his knee. But if he wasn't down, that counts. Cousins now 60 yards as Minnesota goes into the huddle. Oh, no, they'll mark it 3rd and 1. Okay. They'll mark it 3rd and 1 then. All right, ball is placed at the 34. Jefferson in motion. Oh, a pitch to Jefferson, who throws back to Cousins, and Cousins is going to get blown up 3 yards shy. Oh, Kevin O'Connell going to the deep bag of tricks, and the Giants stuff out the shenanigans. What an interesting play call. Cousins takes the snap. He pitches it back to Jefferson. Jefferson, laser throw back to Cousins, and Cousins tries to get the first down. But yeah, once Adoree Jackson grabbed his leg, you kind of sensed that He wasn't going far. So Richie James will be the Giants' return man. As I mentioned, the rookie punter Ryan Wright is the punter. He beat out Jordan Berry, former Steeler punter, back in the preseason for the starting role. James on the return. He will be brought down at the 18 maybe 19-yard line. On the tackle was the strong safety Theo Jackson. The Giants' second drive about to get underway. 3:06 to go, first quarter. This first quarter's gone by awfully fast. Is it just me, or did the Buffalo-Miami game feel like it took way longer than a normal game would? I feel like the game started at 1 o'clock, and then it didn't end until give or take 4:45-ish? Actually, no, officially, according to Kyle, 4:54. That's an almost 4-hour football game. That's how long usually a college game is. The shits in the back. You have helmet sets. They have all the NFL teams. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I have the helmets up in my room. I have the mini helmets up in my room. But I figured it was such an important game to broadcast, and while I had the two shirts, I figured, hey, might as well do it. I wish I had Vikings and Giants jerseys. I feel like that would have been more cool to show off, but we're rocking the t-shirts for right now. Fluff, we do some magic today. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You need some of that Jaguars winning is what you need to be able to hope. They're winning today. I'm predicting a Vikings win. Also, Rex Grossman jersey. Don't worry, I'll burn this in the Giants shirt afterwards. But it's all right. I was going to wear MJD for today's broadcast because, I only got to wear for, the first half of the first half yesterday. But, yeah, man, I don't want to touch that MJD jersey until at least Jacksonville's out of the playoffs. Oh, you put them in the helmet order by how you wanted them to win? Yeah, I did that too. By divisions, I did I have in my room all the mini helmets. I did it by division. My teams how I like in order by division. And I think Vikings are number 1 in the North, and where are the Giants in the NFC East? Probably second behind Washington. US Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Giants second drive of the game after a Viking 3-and-out after what was a bizarre play. Kirk Cousins has more receiving yards in the playoffs than a lot of players, which is crazy to think about. Daniel Jones on 1st and 10. He throws wide open. There was a mishap in the secondary, and Darius Slayton to the 32-yard line. There was a collapse in the secondary. And again, no pressure. Daniel Jones is able to fire a marvelous pass to a wide open Slayton. Yeah, I think Harrison Smith got caught up there in a wide open third-year receiver, Darius Slayton. First down, Giants. All the way in field goal range. Harrison Smith is saying, are you kidding me? Slayton, 69 of the 82. Daniel Jones passing yards already. And this one is caught underneath and a gain of 3 at most. Cager, make it 2nd and 7. Lawrence Cager, the backup tight end to Bellinger. And Nick Vannett will be the third string. Nick Vannett, fun story about him. He is a rookie out of the 2016 draft class. He was drafted by the Steelers, or rather, he was drafted by the Seahawks, and then once the Seahawks cut him, he went to the Steelers before joining the Giants. I actually think he spent some time on the Saints as well. Cager, a former Jet. 2nd and 6, ball placed at the 30. Handoff, Barkley up the middle again. A couple of spin moves down to the 14. Patrick Peterson with another tackle. The Giants, they are just running the ball down Minnesota's throats, and there is nothing they could do about it. Let's take a look here on the replay as Barkley again, he's going to take it up the middle and then cut to the left side. He loves running to the left side, Barkley. That's his strength. And he has 44 rushing yards already. What a start to this game for the Giants. Jones, end zone, touchdown, New York! This is incredible! Isaiah Hodges! Wow! It is 13-7. I'm in disbelief. The 9-7-1 Giants have a flawless game plan for the 13-4 Vikings. And again, the pass rush has been non-existent all quarter. And Isaiah Hodges, the former Brown, able to get right in front of Patrick Peterson. He's going to beat the route easy. Graham Gano nails the extra point. Okay, I was shifting right as I said nail, so I was like, but it is good. 14-7. The Giants are in front. Now, listen, I know everyone's going to say, but, Minnesota was like the worst 13-4 team ever. I get it, but also you got to look at it. This team was 13-4, and I know they had a minus point differential, but a lot of that's just because of blowouts. That's because Green Bay and Dallas just kept on beating the brakes off of them when they had the chance to. As soon as that's the first, I accidentally stepped on and broke the Jaguars helmet. Oh, no. Let me glue it back together. So, that's cool. 2 of every helmet. That's pretty nice. The Jaguars not broken one's the black one. I loved the old helmets when we had the it was black in the front and then yellow in the back. Those helmets were nice. That was the Bortles era unis. And by the way, I will be wearing my Bortles jersey for however long the Jaguars go. I'll wear my Bortles jersey next week. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was gold in front, black in the back. Yeah. Those are good unis. All right, guys. Well, it's been a fun broadcast so far. We're nearing the end of the first quarter. Tonight, Ravens and Bengals. I was originally just going to, just watch this game, but, doing nothing. But my friend has offered me to come over. So after this game ends, I'll be hanging out with my friend watching Ravens Bengals. And tomorrow's broadcast will be Cowboys Buccaneers. And then I'm back in my college dorm Tuesday. And, I got a couple broadcasts planned, of course. Jaguars, expected to be Chiefs. So Jaguars, Chiefs. And then I'll probably commentate one of the games on Saturday or Sunday too. I'll probably just commentate NFL playoff games, one of the AFC or NFC championship game. I don't know yet. That'll determine on the matchup, but commentating one of those. Super Bowl, I will not be broadcasting. Yeah, even if it's the Jaguars, I won't be. If it's the Jaguars though, I will do a reaction to watching the Super Bowl though. So I'll record my reactions while the game's going on and then post that Monday. And then Daytona 500 the week after the Super Bowl. So if you NASCAR fans, you'll love that. Yes, I do commentate NASCAR on this channel. And after the Daytona 500, I'm going to be real with you. I really don't have much other plans for the channel because at that point, I'm going to be in college and, I got to take broadcasting for college seriously just as much as I take it seriously here on YouTube. So not even more serious, of course. Cook lowers the shoulder down to the 30. Oh, it is black in the front and gold in the back. I thought it was. Yeah, I thought so. I was like, I watched this team wear those helmets for 3 seasons, 4 seasons, 5 seasons. Oh my God. My brain's checking out right now. 2nd and 6, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Cousins and shotgun. Cook the running back. Handoff goes. Cook up the middle, and he will pick up 11. First down, Minnesota. And we will head to the end of the first quarter, where it is 14-7 Giants. I cannot believe it, man. I really thought Minnesota was going to play much better, especially in the first quarter, but I guess not. 14-7, the Giants lead as we head to the second quarter. They switch sides of the field. We'll be back to this game in a couple of minutes. I love when I immediately look down at my phone and the first message I see is a text from my friend saying, "Grant, I'm nervous." I'm like, I'm like, is this urgent? Oh, geez, if it is, let's step aside for a bit. Vikings defense needs to work. Oh, my God. Vikings defense needs to step it up. This offense is playing fine right now. Nope, Vikings offense, it's been humming all year. It's just, they have their inconsistencies, but Vikings' weakness is their defense. So let me just say for the record, I am so ready for it to be spring. And I'm not just saying that because Massachusetts snowed today. I'm saying that because it's already 5:30 at night and you would look outside and you'd think it's 11. Like, oh my God. I hate when it just gets so dark so quickly. The one thing I hate about winter other than the cold weather is the lack of sunlight. I know daylight savings. What are you going to do? Oh my God. I was just watching this commercial Fox made for the Herd with Colin Cowherd, and I was mesmerized because I've never seen that commercial before. And oh my God, that was the greatest commercial I've ever seen. Graphic wise, that was crazy. Summer is better than winter. Yeah, besides no football. But then you have baseball and playoff hockey, so I'll take it. First and 10, Minnesota. Cousins takes the snap, pump fakes, runs to Cook, and he will go down to the 47. So Cousins is throwing 9 for 9 for 62 yards, and he has the QB sneak touchdown. It was the first touchdown of this game, but now New York has scored 2 unanswered touchdowns. And Cousins goes play action. Leonard Williams almost got to him. And Irv Smith with a drop. Oh, man. Cousins was about to go 10 for 10. Pro Football Focus will say that's a completion, but not the stat sheet. And there goes Cousins' perfect passer rating. Good play action feed. Leonard Williams went for the sack too early. And then Irv Smith Jr., you got to hang on to that football, my man. It is slightly overthrown, but that's play action off the back foot. That is a very typical Kirk Cousins throw. You got to hang on to that football. 3rd and 3. Giants defense ranked 5th on third downs this year. Cousins flushed out of the pocket, and he's forced to throw it away. And the Giants' defense, thanks to the help of Irv Smith Jr., they were able to get off the field. And now we are starting to see the inconsistencies of this Vikings offense once more. I feel like this game is determining a lot of things regarding what we all thought of the Vikings earlier on this season. If I'm Cousins, I would have tried to throw to Hockenson. Now, at that point, he was already rolling out of the pocket, and that would have been a near impossible throw. But if there was time in the pocket, I would have aimed for Hockenson. Right with the punt, and this one will land at the 9, fair cut by James. So 1st and 10 for the Giants, 14-17 to go. Second quarter just getting underway. The Giants ahead by 7. Also had to wear my glasses today. I've been wearing my contacts for like 18 hours combined between Friday and Saturday. So, yeah. All right. NBA scores from earlier today. The Knicks defeat the Pistons 117-104, and the Clippers defeating the Rockets 121-100. And the Bulls defeating the Warriors 97-88. Eastern time at 6 o'clock, we have the Nets and the Thunder. At 7, Suns and Spurs. 8, Magic Nuggets. 9, Trailblazers Mavericks in a back-to-back. And then 76ers Lakers at 9:30. NHL scores. No games have ended today, but there is 2 games on right now. The Rangers and the Canadiens are tied at 0, and the Hurricanes are up 1-0 over the Yankees. Coyotes and Jets later tonight on NHL Network. I just think it's crazy that a lot of people just don't really, pay close attention to other sports when playoff football's on. And I'm going to tell you why. It's a one-and-done elimination. Simple as that. It's a one-and-done elimination. I will say if there was like a 7-game series and the Dolphins and Bills, I would say Bills would win that series in 6 or 7. Miami gave it their all. That's also a good thing about the single game eliminations because, look at Jacksonville last night. You're losing 27-0. If you know you have a game 2, are you going to try to come back from 27-0? The greater chances, of course, that obviously you'll poke away at the lead, but you won't fulfill the comeback. All right, 1st and 10 at the 9. Jones is going to throw out to Barkley, and that's a gain of 3. Daniel Jones already with 100 passing yards. Cousins with over 60. So we have 14 minutes to go in this first half. And also for the Giants, no need to go quick here. If you can chew up this clock and go up by 2 possessions, you're going to make this Vikings team panic. This team really panics when they fall behind early. Now, I know Jacksonville came back from 27-0, and I know Miami came back from 17-0 down to tie Buffalo. But plus, I've been known for its comebacks, but Vikings, they've been struggling to come back all year. Incomplete. And, I say that as Kendricks knocks down Barkley's pass, making it 3rd and 7. And I say that even though they've completed the greatest regular season comeback ever when they came back 33-0 down against the Colts. It's crazy. But I don't feel like they have came back a whole lot. Usually whenever they've stayed down, they've stayed down. and quite unfortunate, really. Daniel Jones on 3rd and 7. Ball placed at the 12. Jones takes the snap. Throws to the left. Pass is caught, and Isaiah Hodges first down to the 21. Nice route running. Nice curl route. And nice first down for Hodges. Both teams now have 8 first downs on the day. Total yards going to the Giants by about 80 more yards. Giants averaging 14.8 yards a play. Vikings are only averaging 5. Here's Barkley up the middle and a gain of 2. Maybe 3 depending on where they spot it. And it will be 2nd down and 7 coming up. Let's take a look at some NASCAR updates. The Clash, February 5th. I won't be broadcasting that, but I will be broadcasting the Daytona 500, the first real race that counts. So, poor Kyle and Sam, they're gonna get to see me commentate NASCAR in my dorm room for at least once. 2nd and 7. Jones takes the snap. Under duress, he's gonna step up and run. Daniel Jones to the 40. And we'll check the marker. Oh, what's up, Sam? Thanks for stopping by. Speaking of the devil. That's funny. Yeah, Zadarius Smith went off sides there. And then Daniel Jones cashing in again on the rushing yards. The penalty is against Smith. 1st and 10 for New York. They're trying to go up by 2 possessions here. Oh, I was saying how Fox Sports was advertising NASCAR, and I was like, Sam and Kyle are going to have a fun time watching me broadcast the Daytona 500. That's what I was saying. As Jones runs and gets 2 on the carry out to the 40. Just for one day, though. I don't plan on broadcasting, every race. But Daytona 500 and maybe Talladega. Those are my two definites for NASCAR if they don't interfere with any Bruins games. That's my goal for those. Well, Kyle, I'm leaving that weekend. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. You are leaving that weekend. Oh, yeah. Well, that's right. Thanks for reminding me about that. Jones will run, and he will pick up a gain of 6. Now, I do remember you telling me that now. As it's 3rd and 1. So, Daniel Jones, he's just getting all the rushing yards he can. Oh, my God. Well, here we go. 3rd and 2. Jones out of the huddle. Offensive coordinator Mike Kaffa trying to continue this drive. 8th play. They've gone about 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Jones in motion. Jones rolls out to the right, being chased by Tomlinson. That is 3 straight runs for Jones, and he's got the first. Wow, Daniel Jones, the breakaway speed on this man. He has the arm strength and accuracy away from Josh Allen. And I never thought I'd be hearing those words come out of my mouth talking about Daniel Jones. All you need to do is just look at his pocket awareness. He is not afraid to roll out and run for the first down. Do whatever you can to win the football game. Love it. 52 rushing yards for Jones. If I'm not mistaken, that's the leading rusher this entire game. Handoff Barkley up the right side, and he will pick up about 4. Second and 6 coming up. I feel like the Vikings is not showing off as good. All right. Second down and 6. Jones in shotgun. Barkley, the running back, throws to Barkley. Barkley's got running room. And a gain of 7. First down. Iram on the tackle. We're now under 9 minutes, and the Giants are driving right now. Since that throw is behind the line of scrimmage, that'll count as a rush. The Giants are refusing to pass, and it's working. Jones already 112 on the day, so that's a good amount already. I'll actually count that as a pass. Never mind. 119 passing yards now for Jones. 51 rushes to 10 passes. Yards for Barkley. 61 total yards. Jones under duress, and down he goes at the 36, maybe 37. Darnell Hunter, along with the help of Bullard. It's going to be second down and long coming up for the Giants as, Slayton, I think he was about to burn his man for a touchdown. So was Bellinger. Second and 12. 12th play of the drive for the Giants. Jones takes the snap. Jones rolls out to the right. He can run again. He will run again. Lowers the shoulder and takes a hit at the 28-yard line. Oh, my God. Daniel Jones not afraid to use his legs. Third, 2, serious question. Do the Giants kick the field goal or do they go for it if it stays 4th and short? Well, I guess we'll find out that decision soon. We got a third down first, though. Bellinger in motion is yet to have a catch tonight. Jones, handoff. Oh, no, Jones is going to keep it. And he's got the first and much more to the 15. Daniel Jones. This man is running the Vikings out of their own stadium. And what a nice block by Bellinger on the far left side. Good blocking tight end. He was able to shift from right to left. And that shift worked to perfection. So 1st and 10 for the Giants. At 15, Jones keeps it himself again, and this time the Vikings are like, are we going to stop this guy? Zadarius Smith with the tackle. It's 2nd and 13. I mean, I was watching run after run after run, and I'm like, are the Vikings going to stop Daniel Jones? Well, they do what I suggested them to do, and that was kill off quite a bit of time in the second quarter. 24th play of the game, 13 runs, 10 passes for the Giants. 15th play of the drive. They're so far eating up over 8.5 minutes. Jones, a throw, and it's caught by Hodges, the man who caught the most recent Giant touchdown. It's third down and about 5 coming up. Let's take a look here on the replay. Hodges, nice cut back to the right. Corey Sullivan able to push him out, but nice throw by Jones. They're down 5. Jones in shotgun. They need to get to the 5 for 1st and goal. Jones throws, and they get there to the 4. It is Slayton making the catch in front of Patrick Peterson. 1st and goal to go for the Giants. I am so surprised that New York is just moving the ball at will here. Ball's placed inside the 5, outside the 4. Hand off. Oh, nope. Jones keeps it himself. Lowers the shoulder and touchdown. Well, there is a flag. I think it's coming back. But there you go, Jones, regardless. He could keep that football and run all he wants. Penalty is against the offense, though, and Dable not going to argue. Take a look at this replay, and a good fake inside handoff to Barkley. He was going to run up the middle and probably got down to about the 2 if they actually completed the handoff. Still first and goal. They'll back him up a little bit. At the 9.5, Jones. Barkley running a circle. Handoff. And up the middle, down to the 6-yard line and getting his first carry of the game, former 49er and Dolphin, Matt Breida. And look at this. They faked the inside. They faked the throw to Barkley. And then the behind the handoff to Breida. That was a really nice play. Second goal, 18th play of the drive. They've killed off over 10 minutes. I am as shocked at what I'm witnessing right now. They are chewing up all the clock. They fake it. Jones throws and out of the reach of Hodges on the coverage. Second and goal coming up was number 29, Chris Boyd. Need the Vikings and Bengals to win him and the Buccaneers for my predictions. Yep. Same here. We have the same predictions. Although Giants were to win this game, I would not be surprised. And they just took the lead in the offensive statistics category. Oh my God. 19th play of the drive coming up here with 3.5 to go in the first half. Jones, empty backfield. He's going to fire. That pass is incomplete. Eric Kendricks knocking down the pass from Cager. It's going to be 4th and goal. And Cager tries to make the grab and probably pin it to his arm or his shoulder. He can't do such a thing. 4th and goal, and you end a 20-play drive with a field goal. That's usually not a success, but in the Giants' case, I definitely think it is. They have the chip shot. He's 59 for 32 this year from 25 yards out. Graham Gano is good, and the lead is now 10. It is 17-7. All righty here. Don't go anywhere. I will be back. I'm just going to take a break for the commercial break. Joe Jags for us yesterday. Me too. Chose the Jags because I know you didn't want me to be sad. Well, you got to pick who you got to pick. But no, I believed in a comeback, and, well, look what happened. They came back. I'll be right back after this commercial break. Don't go anywhere. It is 17-7, the Giants over the Vikings. All right, it was a kickoff. It was a touchback. 17-7. The Giants just ate up 10 minutes of clock. And they have now taken a 17-7 lead. Let me just finish this up here. Cook gets the handoff on first down and gets stuffed. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to stay here for halftime. I'm probably going to actually eat dinner during halftime, so. Yeah, this is why I don't really commentate 4 o'clock games, because it interferes with like when I like to eat dinner, which is around like 6 o'clock. So yeah, we'll probably just end up just leaving and then coming back for the third quarter. We'll obviously broadcast the rest of the game. 2nd and 9. Cousins in motion. T.J. Hawkinson. They fake it to Cook. Cousins under duress, incomplete. Looking for Hawkinson. He threw it while he was being sacked. And we'll see the marker holding on Minnesota. Wow. Alrighty. They're down in 9. For the Vikings, so off of that penalty, we'll see what they do here. Here's the snap. Cousins under duress throws to Hawkinson. He's got the first. He's got more. Past midfield to the 48. And there we go. No, first down Vikings. At the 47. Cousins, handoff, Cook, wrapped to the ground by Dexter Lawrence. So it's 2nd and 11 as we hit the 2-minute warning. So the Giants are up 17-7. But, now they're driving, and if they can make this a one-possession game at the half, who knows, right? Giants are getting the ball at the end of the half, and if they could eat up like the first 7 or 8 minutes of the third quarter, I would be shocked. This game's only been on for a little bit over an hour. We're almost at 2 hours because of the pregame show. We started this broadcast at 4 o'clock, and it was awesome. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, no, not very eventful during the commercial breaks right now. I wish I could entertain you more, but I got some stuff to do. I'll probably eat dinner and stuff. The Bulls are beating the Warriors. Do we have any other finals? Clippers beat the Rockets officially, and no finals in the NHL. Still 2-0 Hurricanes and still 0-0 Rangers Canadiens. Alrighty, here we go. 2nd and 12. Cousins throws. Passes wide open. TJ Hawkinson. Big catch out to the 22 in Minnesota. Well inside field goal range. Look at this. Cousins, pocket collapsed too, and he's able to throw that beautifully in between 4 white uniforms. Hawkinson was in his own island, and a great play by Cousins. Able to zip it on over. 1st and 10 at the 21. Here is Cousins. Hawkinson in motion. Takes the snap. Cook the handoff. He busts out to the left. And he goes down to the 15. Second and 4 coming up. Cousins. Cook the running back to his left. Quick throw to the right, and Justin Jefferson, who's had a very quiet quarter, he is able to pick up the first down there. Cousins is now going to be, 11 for 14? Pretty impressive stuff, if you ask me. All right. 50 seconds left. Vikings use their first timeout. Cousins is 12 for 15 for $123. Giants are up by 10. 50 seconds left in the first half. Vikings trying to win their first home playoff game. And what would be Minneapolis Miracle? We did that against the Saints 5 years ago yesterday. Cousins down the middle, wide open. KJ Osborne. And the Vikings pull him within 4. And that was a good drive. That was Cousins' 13th completion of the game. And you want to talk about, not wanting to let a team kind of sit around. You're looking right at Minnesota. You don't want to give up on them completely. This team is known for giving their fans cardiac arrest in the fourth quarter. And, they wake up here in the second. They're able to score a touchdown after the Giants kill off over 10 minutes of clock. Good snap, good hold, extra point by Greg Joseph. What do you expect? It's good. The Giants lead from 10-3. 17-14, they lead at the bank. Once halftime goes, I'm going to go eat dinner. And I'll be back for the third quarter. Actually, got to grab something real quickly. So while I'm at it, I will do that now. Do the Jaguars play Saturday? We won't know until after the Dallas game tomorrow. We aren't going to know. I hope the Jaguars are playing next Saturday, but we shall see. I'll be right back. I just got to do something quick. We'll be back for the final 44 seconds of the first half. Alrighty, we are just about to head out into halftime here. The Vikings just scored touchdown. KJ Osborne, 9 yards out, 8 plays, 75 yards, 2:40 off the clock. Okay. 17-14, Giants lead. And the kickoff from Greg Joseph. Returned from the 1. And out of bounds at the 22. That was Gary Brightwell, third string running back, doing the kickoff duties. Let's take a look at the Vikings here. Look at this little cross pattern. TJ Hawkinson, Justin Jefferson, and then that's going to leave KJ Osborne wide open. As we have a flag on the field. And now an injury on the field. Oh no. Ashmad able to get up and walk off under his own power. So Vikings have 2 timeouts. Giants still have all 3. As we are looking at what was a pretty good first half, again, the Giants not afraid to run the football with either Barkley or Jones. Does not matter. Barkley, the running back. Jones, low snap. Throws incomplete. Trying to fit that one in there to Sutton. Or rather to Slayton, excuse me. And Patrick Peterson able to knock it away. It is second down coming up. Oh, the shirt is falling. There we go. So 2nd and 10 here for the Giants. And Slayton is being helped off the field. There's their primary wide receiver 1 whenever Shepard's out. We'll check up on him. Let's take a look at what this injury was. Oh, he got hammered as he stopped to plant his feet after running his route. Oh, yeah, that's a scary injury. 2nd and 10. Hopefully, Illigy just got his bell rung. I think he'll be back in the second half. Quick throw is caught. Only a gain of 2. Peterson brings down James, and Minnesota's not calling a timeout. Oh, what are you doing, Minnesota? I mean, Giants don't need to run another play. They'd be silly to. Minnesota's clearly trying to. Oh, they do run a snap. I'm so confused. Daniel Jones throws. It's caught. And, first down. Bellinger. I mean, Minnesota should have called a timeout. So they would have, been able to call a timeout if they were to get a stop. They could get the ball back with about 20 seconds left. But then the Giants, they get a first down, and now they're going to kneel. So we're at halftime. The Giants are up 17-14 after some weird clock management by Kevin O'Connell. Don't go anywhere. Third quarter will be underway in about 15 minutes or so. In the meantime, I'm going to go whip myself up some dinner. We'll be right back for the second half. Well, we won't be right back, but we will be back. Thank you guys for tuning in, and buckle up. We should have a good second half. Start of the third quarter here in Minneapolis. 17-14, the Giants lead over the Vikings in what is considered an upset, though a lot of people expected the Giants to play just as well as they have been playing all afternoon. And I will say this is going to be a fun game the rest of the way because the Giants are going to get the football first, and we will see if they can make it either a two-possession game or can the Vikings get a stop and keep it a one-possession game, whether that's keeping the score at 3 points or 6 points apart. Alrighty. All right, we're doing the skull chance. There's a lot of skull chances we are ready to get this second half going. All right, this crowd getting fired up. Daniel Jones, by the way, 71 rushing yards, 122.7 passer rating. Cousins, 121.9 passer rating. Both quarterbacks have thrown one touchdown, no interceptions. Kirk Cousins with a rushing touchdown, which is the opening touchdown of this game, and the one to KJ Osborne, where the Giants have Saquon Barkley touchdown, a field goal, and then the other touchdown, which was thrown to Isaiah Hodgins. All righty, time to get the second half going. Giants get the ball first off of the touchback, and we'll see what Giants can do here. Again, this is a young Giants team making their first playoff game in 6 years. You got to expect that they're hungry to prove something right now, as they have Bellinger in motion. Same thing with Brightwell. The handoff goes to Barkley. Tomlinson, a former Giant, rips him down at the 21, and that's going to be a loss of about 3 for Barkley. Take a look again. Barkley tries to bounce out, but Tomlinson read him like a book. 2nd and 13. Yep, it is a loss of 3. They'll place the ball at the 22 of New York. In motion. Bellinger, the tight end. Jones throws. Pass caught. And all the way out to the 33-yard line, Isaiah Hodgins. Making it 3rd down and 3. Last time the Giants held the football, they were able to eat up over 10 minutes of clock, which resulted in a field goal. I think the fact that that drive resulted in not a touchdown, I think that could hurt the Giants in many ways right now. 3rd and 3. Giants are 5 for 6 on 3rd down conversions. And shotgun takes the snap. Jones under duress. Fires wide open. Barkley on the left side. Barkley, room to run and more. Out of bounds. 1st down, New York. Nice catch off the halfback screen. Perfect setup. You have 2 receivers running to the left and able to run from the left to the right, and you're able to get Barkley wide open and get the catch and run. So at the 44, it is 1st and 10 for the Giants. Jones under pressure, throws, pass caught. Hodges breaks away, and Hodges steps out of bounds at the 12. Good play by Jones, able to step up in the pocket and deliver a nice ball to Isaiah Hodgins. And that was a nice pickup. Able to step up in the pocket. Good throw by Hodges. That will be a first down for New York. Out of the huddle. Just realized you're wearing a Bears jersey. This is Rex Grossman, old quarterback for the Bears. Why? No reason. Other than maybe, they flip it to Slayton here. Wait a minute. 1st and 10. We'll make it 2nd and 7. The Giants and Vikings have a 3-0 record against the Bears this year. So I figured if I wore a jersey that both teams beat, maybe it would send positive vibes to both teams. I have a Bears jersey. And there we go. This is the Bears jersey I talk about, by the way, Kyle. This was the other jersey I bought when I bought my McNabb jersey. This was the other one, but I'm not bringing this to college. No. Here is 2nd and 7. Yeah, very interesting. I agree. Jones play fake. Wide open for the touchdown is Bellinger. Daniel Bellinger makes it 23-14 and another efficient drive for the Giants. Play action is Daniel Jones' best friend. I am loving this right now. This offense is very consistent for the Giants. You rarely saw this in recent years. This coaching staff's done a phenomenal job. There's Bellinger able to get in off the play fake. Extra point. Graham Gano. Good snap. Good hold. And that kick is good. So it is 24-14. We know your answer. The Giants making a 2-possession lead. Daniel Jones' second career playoff touchdown pass. Giants up by 10. I was close to picking the Giants, but this playoffs have showed us so far, this game is not over whatsoever. So, we'll see what happens. Alrighty. Daniel Bellinger, rookie tight end out of San Diego State, just his 3rd touchdown of the season. His first touchdown since week 6. Wow. 42 yards, which was a season high against the Colts in week 17. Did not play in week 18. Playing NCAA, so I'm watching the street so I can stay up on what's happening. Oh, there you go. Multitasking at its finest. Go grind down some NCAA 11 while you listen to me like you're broadcasting out of the radio. I'm sorry if the commercial breaks are going to feel like it's like dead quiet and like I'm not saying much, but like there's not like a lot of games on to recap today. There's just like I can't like usually I'll go through like my NFL predictions, but like I've already done that. I mean, right now I've gotten every prediction right. 49ers over the Seahawks, Jaguars over the Chargers, Bills over the Dolphins. I might get this one wrong though. I did pick the Vikings to win. Bengals over the Ravens and Bucks over the Cowboys. I cannot believe I am rooting for the Ravens over the Bengals. I never thought I'd see the day I'd be rooting for the Ravens over the Bengals, but here we are. If it benefits the Jaguars, I'll make the sacrifice. All right, at commercial break, 11:37 to go in this third quarter. The Vikings now trail by 10. We've seen this story before. They fall behind at home. Can they catch up? Most of the time when they're at home, they are able to catch up, so we'll see what happens. Touchback out of the end zone, out to the 25, and we'll get to see Minnesota's first drive of the second half. And Giants defense, it has shown a lot of talent over the past roughly 10 weeks or so, if not all season. But adding on to this defensive list of pretty solid players, Jared Davis. He is a middle linebacker, former Lion and Jet. He is having himself a superb day. Here's Cook down to the 31, and he is brought down by Davis. Also, gotta say, this Giants secondary has drastically improved. I mean, Xavier McKinley was always okay, but I mean, this defense has a lot of depth pieces. Rodgers Williams, Fabian Moreau, and Denair Holmes all in the corner position. Dave Belton and Julian Love, good safety 1 and 2. Cousins under center, 2nd and 3, play fake to Cook, and the pass is caught. First down and out to the 44. That is Muddett, the former Ram tight end, for a first down. What's his name? Jonathan Muddett, I'm pretty sure. It is Johnny Muddett. Oh, look at that. He's actually, funny I'm saying this, he was a very good tight end in Madden 20. He was only like a 60-something overall, but he played like an 80, and I remember doing a lot of those play-action passes, throwing to him in the flat, just like the Vikings just did. Here's Cook up the middle, a gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 coming up. And, of course, watch this game live on Fox if you'd like to tune in. I think if you're a Minnesota fan, if you don't continue to score and keep this game one possession, I would begin to worry. Knowing this team, they win one possession games, but how many of those do they come back from? Not many. Usually they have the lead and they just ride it out till the end. Cousins guns it, tipped, and intercepted! Is that an announcer jinx? I think it might be. Juwan Love, 40, 45, and he's shoved out of bounds by Jay Jets at the 46. And there is a flag on the play. Is that an announcer jinx? I think it might be. Wow. If I'm Minnesota, I get really worried if you're not scoring on each possession to keep up with the Giants. And actually, this might be incomplete. They will review it. All turnovers are reviewed. And imagine they look it over. I don't know if Love fully secured that ball. So, of course, Juwan Love's first career interception. Oh, and it is 3rd down. The ball fell incomplete. If it would have counted, it would have been Love's 3rd interception of the year, as Cousins was looking for Jefferson. Then the ball just got batted up in the air. And then, right there, the ball just grazes off the turf. And so, incomplete pass instead of the pick. So, sorry, Giants fans, you're getting your hopes up. But that's how you're supposed to do it. Let the play happen, and then once the play is over, go back and review it. That's the proper way on how a play should work. But I do agree with the incomplete pass call. So 3rd and 7. Empty backfield for Cousins. 2 receivers set to the left, 3 bunched up to the right. Cousins takes a low snap. Reads the pressure. Pass is caught off the slant. TJ Hawkinson and barreling down to the 29-yard line. Cousins got blasted after the throw, but it is a first down for Minnesota. And this is why you can't get rid of this team. Minnesota's offensive line is slowly improving. At least Cousins is having more time in the pocket to release the football. And Hawkinson with a good catch over Jamie Collins. First down for Minnesota. 9 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter. Under center. Cook the tailback. Ham shifts to the left. They fake. Cousins pumps. Throws. Wide open. Thielen out of bounds at the 8. Oh, what a hookup. Adam Thielen. You need to get him going. He's had a quiet afternoon. Adam Thielen wide open on that right side of the field. And I mean, he's just able to outrun a linebacker. And Gerard Davis, good tackler, but I mean, Adam Thielen's going to do wonders against him in coverage usually. Able to get both feet in, no problem. Good catch for Thielen, and it is going to be first and goal for the Vikings. As Cousins now knocking on the door at 200 passing yards. He's at 188. Under center, Cousins. Cook the tailback, first and 10. Fakes it to Ham, goes to Cook. Cook down the middle to the 3. A nice, powerful run by Cook. It'll get him about 5. It's second and goal. Yeah, hookup by Thielen was huge, and barring a turnover, you're still looking at a one-possession game after this drive. Now under 8 minutes to go, third quarter. Cousins gets out of the huddle. Irv Smith Jr., the tight end, is in here. Two tight ends bunched up to the left. Cousins throws back in the end zone. Irv Smith, touchdown. There is a flag. Hold on. There is a flag, and I think it's getting called back. If not, we have a one-score game. Offsides defense. Penalty declined. Irv Smith Jr. with a touchdown in the back. And Cousins throws his second touchdown. And wow, what concentration by Smith. Able to turn around, make the adjustment, corral the ball. Clearly both feet in, clearly full possession. All right, 24-20. Here comes the extra point from Greg Joseph. Again, Wright, the punter, is the holder. Good snap, good hold. Kick is dead center. All righty, 24-21. 24-21, the Giants score. But the Giants are going to need to capitalize as their lead shrinks to 3. Vikings are very lucky there. Should have been an INT. Well, not really. When Love got the interception, the ball clearly hit the ground. I mean, sure, but I mean, not really. The ball hit the ground. There was no way they were counting that. I like that, though. But the way how the refs let Love get up and then run for, 10 yards after the interception, that's what the referees are supposed to do. Let the play happen. Don't interfere with nothing. Sure, it's incomplete. Let the play happen. And then, obviously, once the play is over, you review it. That's how you're supposed to do it. Not, he's got an interception, and then you blow the whistle once he gets up and starts running. No, that's not how you officiate a game. You let the play fully happen, and then when you get shoved out of bounds or goes for a pick six or fumbles or whatever, then you go back and look at everything. Last game on tonight, Ravens and Bengals, and then tomorrow, Bucks and Cowboys, which will likely be the commentary for tomorrow. And then again, head back to college on Tuesday. Probably will not see any broadcasts until the Jaguars game. Now, hopefully they play on Saturday, and then I'll commentate the 1 o'clock game on Sunday for whatever the next NFL game is. And, yeah. They'll do either one of the AFC or NFC championship games. And then we'll be doing Daytona 500. So we got some broadcasts going, but yeah, pretty much once the end of February hits, I don't know. I'll probably try to do like shorter videos. I'll maybe try that, but we'll see. I'll try to film shorter stuff. And, of course, I'll still be on Sam's channel commentating most of the Bruins games. So, be your co-announcer for the Jaguars game. All right, Kyle, you better research. You better know what you're talking about. You better know defensive schemes. You better know your history. I'll quiz you. Nah, but that's fine. I appreciate the help. I'm not going to lie, though, Kyle. Not to be rude, it's going to be me, you, and of course Sam's room, so Sam too, but I'm not going to want anyone else in there other than us three because, if I'm going to be on YouTube, that's obviously, I take this seriously. So I don't want everyone being in a room. It's going to get so distracting if a big play happens. Just let us be us three and be done with that. That's what I say. I'm sorry for people at Dean who would want to watch the Jaguars game with me, but we had a lot of fun last night. I mean, again, I really thought they were going to lose until probably late third quarter, but that was such an exciting game. This has been an exciting game too. It's kind of just like Buffalo and Miami in a way. It's very close the whole way through so far. At the 25, Jones a low snap, throws to the left, pass is caught, and Kendricks downs a man. At the 28, that was Hodges on the catch. 2nd and 7. Also, speaking of Chief news, quarterback coach Matt Nagy, he is expected to interview with the Titans later this week. We'll see what happens there, but Matt Nagy, he might have a job down there in Tennessee. At least they'll bring him in for the interview. It was news that was announced earlier this morning. Daniel Jones audibling at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 5 at the 30. Fakes the pitch. Inside handoff. That was a nice play. And Matt Breida will pick up 4 yards. What a fake and what a run. Matt Breida, of course, rookie out of the 2017 class, drafted by San Francisco, cut by the Niners in 2020 because, Raheem Mostert was just a better player. He signed with the Dolphins for a little bit. Didn't do much there. Went to Buffalo last year and is with the Giants this year. 3rd and 1. Ball placed at the 34 of New York. Jones, I could be sneak it. No, they'll do another run to Breida, and he's going to dive. Oh, he's inches. He's either inches over or inches under. Oh, I don't know how they're going to mark this. He was tackled right at the line. What a play by Darnell Hunter. And at the last second, Harrison Smith, they'll probably give him the first, but that was a great defensive play regardless of the outcome. And they will give him the first, but that was a coin flip. At least according to the first down marker on the field, I thought that could have been a coin flip. Here is the Giants continuing their drive. Barkley up the left side, brought down by Hunter after a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 with 5.5 and counting. 3rd quarter. Giants again running down Minnesota's throats, not afraid to kill time. If they get back up by another touchdown, they're back up by 2 possessions. And, now you're wondering if Minnesota can continue to score, because at that point, the Giants would be about 1 defensive stop away from having this game on a chokehold. Only a 3-point contest now. Jones in shotgun takes the snap. Fires down the middle. Pass was tipped at the line. He had Richie James wide open, but a purple jersey was able to tip it at the line of scrimmage. And it's 3rd down. And yes, tipped by Harrison Phillips. Harrison Phillips, a former Buffalo Bill. Number 97 coming in clutch there. 3rd and 7 now for Minnesota's defense. Giants get out of the huddle. Barkley to Jones's left. Huge, huge play in this 3rd quarter. Giants are 7 for 8 on 3rd downs. 3 seconds to go on the play clock. Down to 2. Jones takes the snap. Vikings bring the blitz. Jones is sacked. Darnell Hunter leading the way. And they finally force a punt. Darnell Hunter leading the way with the help of number 98 there. Better be on my roster. Yeah, but it was Hunter who got the sack. Able to rip off that original block from Neal. And so we're going to see our first Giants punt of the night, believe it or not. Here's Jamie Gillian former Browns punter, and he played on the Bills last year. That punt is muffed, and Minnesota recovers. Oh boy, we of course saw a muff punt last night in the Jaguars-Charger game. And it is Boyd able to fall on top of it after Jalen Reagor was stripped of the ball. Oh boy, Jalen Reagor. I don't know why I called him Reagor at first, but of course he would make a blunder. I'm not trying to be rude, but I mean, hey, he can handle a punt. I can't, but that was almost disastrous. All right. I just saw someone say, dang, my 31-17 Miami prediction was wrong. Yeah, it was. They were able to score 31 points, but they weren't holding Buffalo to 17. All right, NHL scores now. 2-1 Hurricanes, second intermission. Canadians, Rangers tied at 1. Jets and Coyotes starting in about 13 minutes on NHL Network. NBA final, we got another final. The Warriors continue to be terrible on the road. They lose to the Bulls 132-118. The only game on right now is the Thunder leading the Nets 30-26. And we have NCAA men's basketball from earlier today. 12th ranked Xavier beat 25th ranked Marquette 80-76. South Florida beat East Carolina 81-70. Rutgers beat Ohio State 68-64 in overtime. Memphis beat Temple 61-59. And Iowa beat Maryland 81-67. And women's college basketball scores. Rhode Island beat Loyola Chicago 63-34. Number 1 ranked South Carolina beat Missouri 81-50. 18th ranked Baylor lost to West Virginia 74-65. And 11th ranked North Carolina State lost to the North Carolina Tar Heels 56-47. Another women's scores on right now. We have an upset brewing. Second-ranked Stanford losing to USC 49-41. Back to NFL playoff talk here. Cousins fakes the pitch on 1st and 10 and delivers a 12-yard dart to Adam Thielen for the first down. Adam Thielen, final 4 minutes of this third quarter here. What a decent game we've had here in Minnesota. I mean, Jaguars Chargers is very high standards. That's right now the game to beat in the playoffs. But right now, if I had to rank the playoff games, I'd probably put this one in third. But depending on the finish, I think it could definitely pass Bills and Dolphins. Cousins under center. Ham shifts to the right. Handoff goes to Cook. He goes on the right side, and he will go down to the 41, where he's brought down by Kayvon Thibodeau. And Thibodeau is slow to get up. Thibodeau looked like was either grabbing his ankle or his hip or something as he made the tackle. Hopefully he's all right. We're currently seeing Justin Jefferson stuff right now, so hopefully we cut back to Jefferson, or rather cut back to Thibodeau, and he is still down on his back. The rookie phenom of Oregon. He's done such an amazing job with this team. And we will head to commercial break. Just go over some sports news today. It actually was a little bit of sports news. So if you guys didn't know, today is MLB top prospect signing day. So MLB's top prospect, he's a catcher, Ethan Salas. He signed a $5.6 million contract with the Padres. He was ranked number 1 on the international top 50 list. The Jaguars signed top CFL quarterback Nathan Rourke. Rourke is 24 years old. He threw for over 3,300 yards, 25 touchdowns last season with the BC Lions. Red Wings, a shocking move. I need to sneeze. Oh my gosh. I was like, I need to sneeze for a while. So I was trying to rapid talk, but I'm like, I need to sneeze. The Red Wings placed goalie Alex Nedeljkovic on waivers. The Rangers signed shortstop Pablo Guerrero, who was ranked number 7th in the international prospect, and of course Buffalo winning. We have some more power skate news. Former NHL left winger Gino Audic has passed away at age 52. That's unfortunate. Part of that Vancouver Canucks team in '94. All right. Jefferson catch. Make it 3rd and 4. Making it 3rd and 4 for the Vikings. All righty. Jefferson, I will say he's made a lot of catches, but he's been clamped down for the most part. He has a lot of receptions, but not for a lot of yards. This is 3rd and 2. Thibodeau, by the way, back out there. Vikings 3 for 5 on 3rd downs and shotgun Cousins. He's going to take the snap. Pressure is on. Cousins dumps it over to Cook. 1st down, needed 2, got 5. 1st down, Vikings. Yeah, bad job there by Dalvin Cook. To create space right there. And nice play by Cook, able to get open in the flat, get the 1st down. Both teams now have 18, surprisingly enough. This has been a dead even matchup, and with a field goal here, the score will be dead even as well. Cousins, play fake to Cook. He's going for the long ball. Cousins, he's got a man. Oh my, pass interference. How do you not call that? Jefferson working one-on-one on Xavier McKinney. And I think this could be PI. Yeah, there's a lot of hand fighting. Oh, geez. Well, whether you call that offensive or pass or defensive, I don't know. But I would have thrown the flag on something there. Instead, the deep shot goes nowhere. Cousins 5th in completion. It's 2nd and 10. Cousins at 25 dropbacks under pressure 6 times. Cook! Ooh, off an inside handoff. Loses 4. Jalen Smith fired up. He's, again, as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, he's having a revenge-esque season. He is really having a bounce back. I think bounce back's a better way to put it. Oh, great tackle on Cook there. Right as he received the handoff. If I was Cousins, I would have faked it to Cook and threw it out of bounds. 3rd and 13. Cousins steps up in the pocket. Guns it down the middle. KJ Osborne to the 45. Now it's going to be 4th and about 4. Keep that offense on the field. You go for it. You are 100% going for this right now. There ain't even a thought of kicking a field goal, and there definitely ain't a thought of punting it. All right. Here we go. 4th and 2. Fourth down conversions. Vikings are 9 for 19 on the year. Down to 2 seconds left on the play clock. Cousins. Got throw wide open. Hawkinson. Huge play. Needed 2. They go deep and they're going to get about 15 off of this. Cousins' 22nd completion and none potentially bigger as the big tight end out of the 2019 draft class out of Missouri, T.J. Hawkins. Actually, no, out of Iowa State. Yeah, my college is mixed up here. As we head to the end of the third quarter. All right, Minnesota. Well, they're still trailing by 3, but they are now in field goal range. Can they take their first lead of the night? To be determined. Tyler Huntley is active and will start. Cool. All right. I mean, yes, Huntley gives them a better chance to win than Brown would, but I mean, I think they're both equally kind of average. Oh my God, Joe Burrow's already practicing out on the field. Yeah, they're about an hour and a half away from. We're about an hour and a half from kickoff. Oh my goodness, these memes, bro. These wildcard memes, they got me dying, some of these. Still in commercial break, which is quite unfortunate. I think we're getting a commercial break now. Yeah, we are shortly. Commercial breaks are so boring. We gotta wait through them. There we go. Fourth quarter underway. Roger Goodell in attendance. Wow. Roger Goodell is in attendance. And he offered this kid free Super Bowl tickets. Oh my gosh. What an adorable moment. Oh, that kid's going to Arizona. I wish I could win free tickets to the Super Bowl. Oh well. 1st and 10. Cousins fakes. Throws to Cook. And Cook is wrapped up at the 29. Nice tackle there from Holmes. Able to step up and make the nice wraparound on Cook. And that'll make him lose 2. What's up, Brain? Thanks for stopping by. Go Giants. Well, they're up, but Minnesota in field goal range. See if they take the lead here. 2nd and 12 at the 28. Cousins will take the snap. Low snap. Palms, throws, Cook, spin move, stays on his feet. Oh, and he trips over his shoelace down to the 22. Oh, and now you're looking at about, a 3rd and 6 when you could have looked at roughly a 3rd and 3 maybe? Look at him get shakes off Tony Jefferson's tackle, and then he continues to go to the left side and just juked out Shane Exmans. Oh my word. 3rd and 8. Cousins. Hawkinson in motion. Takes the snap. Cousins throws. Hawkinson makes the catch. Still on his feet. Trying to dive. Oh, he's going to be close. I think he's short. I think he's short by about a yard. And what do you do if you're Minnesota? Do you go for it and go for the lead, or do you kick the field goal? Call me nuts. I'm going for it. Wow. Hawkinson. Look at this. Gets the push from his lineman. What a push by, I believe that's Cleveland, the left tackle? Oh no, it's the left guard. Cleveland, and they'll mark it 1st down, Hawkinson. Wow. I'm not going to lie. I thought he was about a yard short, but I also thought the Giants were a yard short on something back in the 3rd quarter, so I guess this is the makeup call. I don't know. I just wish officials were consistent. I'm not going to lie. I think forward progress should have been stopped right there. And also his elbow falls before the yellow line. So I do think that this shouldn't count, but we shall see. All right, 4th and 1, they'll mark it now. So they're going to mark it 4th and 1, and we'll see what happens. Oh, you're a Packers fan? I honestly didn't even know. I wouldn't have known. I didn't even know you were a fan of Brendan. That's pretty cool. Okay, so you're a Packer fan. Respect. You probably didn't like when I broadcasted the Lions Packers game last week, but yeah. All right. It's cool. I liked the Packers when I was younger. Now, no offense, I think Aaron Rodgers is a crybaby. I can't take him anymore, dude. And now he's gonna contemplate retirement, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Jordan Love is gonna finally be the Packers starter." And then Aaron Rodgers, he's gonna waltz right on in there, Vince McMahon walk. He's gonna be like, "Nope, my team still." And it's so predictable how this offseason is gonna go. It's really annoying if you think about it. It's gonna be the 3rd straight offseason Aaron Rodgers is gonna threaten to leave the Packers. It's awful. It's just brutal. 4th and 1, Cousins, QB sneak, and he has got way more than a yard. 1st down, Vikings, but there is a flag. And we shall see what the flag is on. Well, obviously, you want to go for it. You got it. But now if it's a penalty, you're going to go back 5 yards. It's a false start on the offense. Now you're forced to kick the field goal. Yep, Minnesota. Yep, they started moving. Now 4th and 6, you bring out Greg Joseph. Packers fans that don't like him either. Oh, you've already moved on from him? Oh, that's good. So I just want to let you know, because when the offseason comes around, I might be making Aaron Rodgers videos about how I don't like, how he approaches stuff. 38-yard attempt. Joseph, right for his first field goal attempt of the day, and he's got it. So we're 24 apiece. But the Giants, they have only punted once. They are getting the ball with 12:34 to go in the 4th quarter. Ravens Bengals starts at 8:15, by the way. I don't know if I said it started at 8:30 or not. I wish it started at 8:30. Gonna need this game to end relatively quickly then, so I'm heading over to my friend's house for the Bengals-Ravens game. He was like, you don't go back to college today, right? I'm like, no. And he's just like, you want to hang out and watch one of the games? I was like, yeah. I would have hung out with him for this game, but I already committed to broadcasting Vikings-Giants, so... I cannot believe I'm heading back to college on Tuesday, though. Like, it felt like vacation went by. Like, it went by at a good pace. Like, I'm ready to go back, but it's also, like, I can sense, like, I'm going to miss, like, being home, though. And, like, driving around in my car and, obviously, broadcasting way more often. All right. It's a Thunder tied at 48. It's the only game on right now. Oh my word. I remember we want to play this upcoming Saturday. Lawrence is undefeated at college and the NFL on Saturdays. Yeah, that's true. No, I want the Jaguars to play on Saturday too. I do. I mean, not because of that reason, but yeah. I wonder if if we're gonna get the CBS game or the NBC game though. Jaguars, I can't really tell what they're gonna get. That was a 12-play drive, 56-yard, 6:38 off the clock, tying the game at 24. Minnesota able to come back from the 10-point deficit. Joseph kicks it away, and this is a touchback. Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, if they play on Sunday, they play on Sunday, but, I would like to play on Saturday personally. Although if they play on Sunday, they get an extra day of rest, and that is nice, but I mean, we'll see what happens with them. I ain't worried about Jacksonville, though. I'm worried about Vikings-Giants right now. Let's finish up this game. Giants take the snap. 1st and 10. Jones steps up in the pocket, throws it out of bounds. Daniel Jones, he's playing a very good game. And honestly, games like this are games that win or lose as long as you don't commit turnovers. And Jones has done a fantastic job of doing that today. You aren't going to be the reason why your team lost, and you then are going to make a stronger case for your potential contract signing, Mr. Jones, Mr. Barkley. Oh boy, we are going to have some contracts they're going to have to deal with at the end of the season. This is exciting to pay attention to. Bellinger in motion. Jones ready to take the snap. Fakes the inside handoff to Barkley. Jones throws. Easy completion to Slayton. Darius Slayton pushed out of bounds by Patrick Peterson. A gain of 13. First down, Giants. And again, Daniel Jones working right side of the field. That's where Slayton was. And a good throw in a pocket that was well covered. "12 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Jones at the 38. Fakes it to Bellinger. Jones takes the snap, throws the screen, passes caught, and look at Richie James go! A gain of 12 to the 49, and a first down for the Giants. Off the screen, James, he has speed. He is a great run after the catch type of receiver. He's shown that a lot with San Francisco over the years. Play fake here on 1st and 10. Jones throws deep and nearly intercepted. Oh, a close call. Slayton the intended man. There is a flag. Duke Shelley had the pass deflection. Illegal contact on the Vikings. First down, Giants. And we get to take a look at this replay. Right there, he's past 5 yards. Yeah, Hodges going at it one-on-one with Sullivan. And, well, Sullivan, he's a veteran in this league. He's got to let off after 5 yards. I mean, that's just basic rule if you're a corner. Off the blitz, Jones throws. Quick release to Slayton. Brought down by Peterson at the 42. So funny how Peterson was standing right over Slayton. He was like, pass is incomplete. Pass is incomplete. He's like, no. But nope. Was a catch indeed. Down to the 40. 2nd and 5. Oh, 2nd and 10. Oh, it was incomplete. Oh, I'm sorry, Pat Pete. Oh, yep, right there. That ball hit the ground. Yep, good call. They just need to see the overhead angle. Second and 10. Jones at the 45. Takes the snap. Jones escapes, throws on the run. Oh, a sideline catch by Hodges. Down to the 26, and here come the Giants. They are driving. Let's see, catch. Both feet are in. They are going to review this one. I don't know if that left foot's in. That left foot is in, and the Giants get the snap off. Jones, end zone, touchdown dropped by Darius Slayton. Oh, Slayton, he must. Duke Shelley. And what a play by the Giants to get it off before the refs could even review it. Oh, and he had 1-2. That was in. But, of course, didn't have full possession, so that will not count. Now, by the way, that Hodges play, that was definitely inbounds. At the 26. 2nd and 10. Jones. Empty backfield. Throws the screen. Passes caught by Barkley. And Saquon lowers the shoulder. Picks up 11. Another first for the Giants. Off the right side. Looked like it was what was that play in Madden? Like an HB trail something? I don't remember. But look at Kenny Golladay with the block on Shelley out in front. Oh, I see Kenny Golladay get involved in this game plan, and they're going to keep him out there. 1st and 10. Here comes the former Lion. The Giants have yet to rush this drive. That has been their complete opposite quota. And right as I say it, Jones with the keeper. Down to the 11. And the Giants, well inside Graham's range for a field goal, but they are saying, no, we are scoring 7. And Kevin O'Connell looking very disappointed. Daniel Jones, who hasn't had a lot of rushing yards since the second quarter, he is now at 76 on the night. 2nd and 5. And look at Cousins on the sideline. He's adjusting his cap. He better start practicing throwing some footballs because he's going to have to go back out there in a minute. Jones, audibles at the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff to Barkley. Jones pumps, rolls out to the left. He's taking way too long, and he throws it out of bounds. Minnesota barely applying pressure. That's going to cost them here. It's 3rd down and 5. Giants get out of the huddle again. 3rd down and 5. Barkley, the running back, to the left. And the referees are going to jump in here. Referee. It looks like they're going to replace the ball. Third down and 5. Pass in motion. Rather Hodges. 3rd down 5. Jones takes the snap. Throws to the right. Pass is caught. Oh, he shoot. I don't know. I think he got it. Forward progress. I originally thought it was short, but I think he got it. On the tackle, I believe that's Jordan Hicks. Yeah, it was. Jordan Hicks, man. Former Eagle and Cardinal coming up huge. Nice tackle on Richie James. Yep, he's short. It's 4th and 1, and the Giants offense stays on the field. Man, I would love to know the analytics behind this. I understand you could try to score 7, but it's 4th and 1. You're on the road in a playoff game, and maybe that's why I'm not too familiar with analytics. Daniel Jones QB sneak, 1st and goal. I want to question the analytics. I just want to use common sense. And you know what? Sometimes it's best the coaches just do what they do and they don't listen to me. And by the way, Eric Hendricks, huge hit on Daniel Jones after that 1st down rush, if you will. Under center at the 5. Fullback put to the left. They fake the pitch to Slayton. Jones off the back foot. Flag is down as ball soars out of bounds. Holding on the defense. And so Minnesota penalized Peterson as, oh my goodness, he is ripping Isaiah Hodges' jersey. And Zadarius Smith is saying, you've got to be kidding me. 1st and goal. Under center. Jones. Snap. Handoff. Barkley. He's in at the last second. He did get in. Touchdown, Giants. Oh, I wish that was a better touchdown call. I apologize. I thought he was going to get stuffed at the 1. And then all of a sudden, second effort, he just uses the rest of his power to go into the end zone. Not too shabby for the Giants. They cash in. They go for it on 4th and 1. They say, Grant, no one cares about your basic 3 points. We want 6. And that's exactly what happens. 30-24. And here comes the extra point by Graham Gano as the Giants break the tie here in Minneapolis. Good snap, good hold. Gano is money. Barkley rips in for 6. 31-24, Giants lead. Oh my, what a game we have. Alrighty, in commercial break, Barkley touchdown. They've just taken the lead. Nets are up 50-48 at halftime, and the Spurs are up 11-4 over the Kings. What was that thing where the Spurs set the record for NBA fans the other night with 65,000 or something? I don't know what the deal with that was, but to me it just sounded like a big waste of money based off the images I saw. The Canadians are up 2-1 over the Rangers. Canucks and Hurricanes tied at 2. Coyotes, Jets underway, tied at 0. Man, Arizona not used to playing at 4:21 in the afternoon, I'm sure. Well, I got that lucky treat today. All right. Let's get back to some playoff football here. These commercial breaks are driving me crazy. All right, now they're hyping us up with some Saquon highlights from earlier today. Man, I am in disbelief right now. The Giants have scored 31 points. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I actually said Vikings would win, what did I say, 34-31? If that's the case, I might get the score prediction right. What did I say at the pregame? I don't remember. Thank you guys for sticking around. The game's been on for about 2.5 hours at this point. Of course, we went on for a half-hour pregame show as it was a playoff special. So London's happy right now that the Giants are winning. Here's the return out to the 22. It's been a fantastic game to broadcast. I mean, I would rather broadcast this game than an utter beatdown. Someone lost their cleat. Oh, my God. What? Oh, my goodness. On the return, that's funny. On the return, Kenny Nwagnu lost his shoe. And now we have an injured Giant, and that was the man making the tackle, number 27. I believe that is the safety. It is free safety, Jason Pinnock. And we'll head back to commercial break. I'll step aside for a few here. Be back when the game resumes. 7 minutes left in this one. Minnesota trailing by 7, getting the football. All right, well, the commercial break isn't over, but I might as well just not sit here. They were showing a USFL commercial, though. That got me fired up. All right, so I have the card out for Jason Pinnock. 6'2", 205 out of Pittsburgh. And I want to see what the injury was. Oh, I think it's because he got a leg to the chest. He probably has some sort of... Oh, it might be his rib. Tough injury to swallow there. Minnesota has at the 23. Cousins throws. Man, Cook is wrapped up at the 19. A loss of 4. I mean, that is crazy. That is a huge loss, and that is one that you really don't want to see. 2nd and 14. Cousins. Fires Hawkinson. He's going to get the blocking. Thibodeau brings him down. Along with the help of Tony Jefferson. It's 3rd down. And look at Thibodeau hit the dance moves. Oh, my God. Look at Hawkinson, though. On Thibodeau. Big tackle. 3rd and 12. Giants trying to wrap this one up potentially. If they score any more points, this could be out of reach. 3rd and 12. Must convert for the Vikings with 6.5 to go in regulation. Cook set to the left. Cousins steps back. Cousins avoids a sack and throws an incompletion for Dalvin Cook. Whoa. That is a 3-and-out. That did not need to happen for Minnesota. And look at that. Pocket just collapsed. There's Dexter Lawrence bringing the pressure. Oh, and I'll say Giants could have committed a horse collar, which would have resulted in, of course, an automatic 1st down. But for their sake, no. And now right to punt. Back at the 16. Down to the 24. That was James on the return. 6:12 to go, 4th quarter. Daniel Jones, man. If you wanna establish your moment in New York, this is how you do it. You kill off the rest of this clock. You kick this field goal. You score this touchdown. You go up by 2 possessions with Minnesota's backs against the wall. The defense has done its job all second half. This team has done its job all afternoon. And now we have a chance to potentially see what would be the upset of the playoffs so far. Empty backfield for Jones. Ball is placed at the 24, empty backfield. Barkley switches from left to right, pump fakes. Jones throws an incomplete, knocked away by Sullivan. And let me tell you something, you gotta be careful. Because if Sullivan cuts that route correctly, which he did, if he was focused on the pick instead of the pass deflection, that's an interception. So you got to be careful here if you're Jones. Personally, I would run the ball. I know it sucks. It's too early for Minnesota to really use their timeouts. But if I had to make a suggestion, I'd just run on 2nd and 3rd down right now. I really would. Jones will throw again. Corner blitz. Barkley's open. And they're saying, Grant, we're not taking your advice today. A gain of 12 for Barkley. 1st down Giants. They're saying, listen, we get it. You play conservative, Grant, but we're playing to win a playoff game out here. And I'm like, okay. Do what you need to do. Don't listen to me. Saquon Barkley out of the flat, off a corner blitz. I mean, Sullivan could have definitely got there. And Barkley tried to reel that one in with one hand. That was a fantastic catch. Yeah, I didn't notice until the replay. That was a great catch by Barkley. Reeled it in with one hand before pinning it to his chest. Nice catch. 1st and 10, ball placed at the 35. Jones rolls out to the right. Jones is gonna be brought down after a yard by Darnell Hunter. 2023 Pro Bowl games is on February 5th, the Sunday before the Super Bowl. I broadcasted the Pro Bowl last year. That was easily the worst broadcast I have up on my YouTube channel. Not broadcasting the Pro Bowl ever again. And now it's the Pro Bowl game, so I don't even know how you're going to be able to broadcast that. But regardless, 2nd and 9. So yeah, don't expect any Pro Bowl coverage. Shotgun formation, Jones on 2nd and 9. Pump fakes once, goes to the right, and it's going to be 3rd and 2. Sullivan with a tackle on Hodgins. All righty, 3rd and 2. By the way, Daniel Jones knocking on the door for 300 passing yards. 293, and I did see that. Stephon Diggs did have the one-handed catch, but it was out of bounds. Wasn't that right before halftime? Wasn't that right before halftime where, yeah, a lot of people in Buffalo thought that should have been a catch, but not the case. 3rd and 1. 7 for 10 on 3rd downs today. Barkley, the running back. Here's the snap. Up the middle. Barkley! Oh, he's stuffed! He is stuffed! That is not a first. They'll review it. They might bring out the measuring stick, but first glance, I do not think that is a first down. It's not. Fox is saying 4th and 1. Oh, is the offense staying out in the field right now? Oh my God. We might have what could be one of the gutsiest play calls in playoff history, folks. If you don't get this, Minnesota is getting the ball at their own 45-yard line. This is crazy. They're lining up to go for it. The Giants call a timeout because they want to master this to a T. Oh, wow. Go for it? You see, I'm playing too conservative. I would punt personally. If I was further downfield, 4th and 1, yeah, sure, I'll go for it. But at my own 45 in a 7-point game, no, you would never. Even in Madden, I wouldn't even be doing this. That's a lie, I would, but that's a thing. Madden real life. Oh, my word. Well, if you want to win this game, you want to potentially even take it down to the 2-minute warning, the Giants do need this. Oh, my God. They will go for it. Here we go. I guess this is what separates the good teams and the great teams. 4th and 1. Jones under center. And they got it on the QB sneak. Ball came out. And they'll down Jones. That was a first down for the Giants. Ball came out at the last second, though. Daniel Jones gets the first. Wow. Separating the good teams from the great teams. The New York Giants have converted a first down that now puts this game in cruise control. Now, I don't know what Kevin O'Connell's talking to the officials about. I think he's trying to say, listen, it was a fumble. You blew the play dead too early. But, of course, once the whistle's blown, the whistle's blown. I talked about this back when Love had the interception that got called back in the 3rd quarter. Referees got to let the play play. And afterwards, you can review whatever you'd like. Now, I don't know if this was a timeout called by Minnesota or if this was a coach's challenge. I believe it's just a regular timeout. And now O'Connell's going to plead his case. Or unless O'Connell... Oh, there was too many men on the field and O'Connell was calling timeout. Oh, O'Connell was calling a timeout. Oh, but the referee didn't see it. 1st and 10. Handoff goes. Barkley stuffed. Oh, O'Connell, he was going timeout, but no one noticed. Minnesota calls their second timeout in this game. The Vikings' playoff chances are going to be on life support with a first down for the Giants. I can't believe it. All right. Second and 10. Jones takes the snap, fakes it to Barkley. They will throw here. Jones under duress. Down he goes. Take the sack. Eric Kendricks. It's third down. And the Vikings, I think, yes, they will use their last timeout. Whew, here we go. Third down. Giants got this game all but one. All right, it will be 3:07 to go. And it will be third down 15. Daniel Jones throws, passes, dropped! Darius Slayton with a drop! Oh my gosh, he had no one near him. Would have probably been a first down. That again would have put this game on life support for Minnesota. Oh my dropsies. Darius Slayton. Oh, he's going to have nightmares. He's going to have nightmares about that game. No way. He's going to have nightmares about this game if that comes back to haunt him. Gillian the punt. Back at the 12, and Minnesota will fair catch it. 2:56 to go. Slayton can't believe it, and neither can I. That is a breadbasket throw. Daniel Jones's career game. And it's got to come down to potentially a drop. And look at the Minnesota faithful. I think that's the loudest they've cheered all day. Well, the upset is still hanging in the balance. Minnesota, again, I've talked about this before. 8 wins trailing in the fourth quarter this season. Tied for most all time. They're tied with the 2016 Detroit Lions. That 2016 Detroit Lions team also bounced out in the wild card round, if that means anything. First and 10, Cousins waits, throws, Hawkinson holds on at the 15. We have some excitement in what has been a very good back and forth game. Second and 4, Cousins will take the snap and shotgun. Cousins waiting under duress, throws it away. Dexter Lawrence was in his face. It's third and 4 and flag. And a flag. Is this going to be roughing the passer? Personal foul. Oh, man. Penalty on the Giants. Let's see. I mean, if this is pass interference, if that's roughing the passer, give me a break. Give me a break. Oh, it's what? And Cousins with a good throwaway. Dave Bull is besides himself, and I don't blame him. Is this pass interference, or is it because Lawrence hit his head off Cousins' helmet? I don't know, but whatever that is, I think that's not the best call with the officials there, to say the least. At the 33, Hawkinson in motion. Cousins takes the snap in an empty backfield. He fires. Hawkinson's got it. First down and a gain of 13. Well, Kirk Cousins, they're paying you, what, $70 million? This is your time to perform, my man. Zips it over to Hawkinson. He takes a hit. Nice first down. Here's Cousins. Takes the snap. Cousins throws deep. Passes overthrown. Looking for Thielen. And it's the former Commander, Fabian Moreau, on the coverage. It's 2nd and 10. And the Vikings are going to run one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. 2:03 to go. Fourth quarter. Here is what a great game. Just simply put, an amazing game. 2nd and 10. Last play for the 2-minute warning. Cook, the running back. Hawkinson in motion. 2 seconds left on the play clock. Down to 1. Cousins takes the snap. Hawkinson's wide open again. Instead, they throw the screen. Dalvin Cook makes a man miss and only picks up a yard. Obviously, 4th down territory for Minnesota. Here we go. 3rd and 9. And hey, you see, Dable is telling Slayton, relax. Our defense has got this. All right, close game. Absolutely, John. Appreciate everyone. Appreciate everyone coming back in the final couple minutes. That makes me feel good. But, obviously when it's the brunt of the game, you guys may not want to stick around. But, if it's a close game, some comes back, that makes me happy. It's like, oh, yeah, you guys remembered I was on live. So, that makes me feel good. Anyway, score predictions for tonight's game. Tonight's game, Bengals Ravens. I'll go Bengals win 28-13. 28-13 Bengals. I'll go with that. I mean, it's weird, right? Because I don't remember. I've been watching football since 2013, and I don't remember once in my life I would root for the Ravens over the Bengals. And because it benefits the Jaguars, that changes tonight. Because I don't want to play Cincinnati. And I don't want to play Kansas City next week. No. Then we're stuck playing Buffalo. But whatever. Then we'll play Buffalo. Honestly, I think the Jaguars' chances of beating the Bills right now are better than them beating the Chiefs. Definitely the Bengals. So I want to play Buffalo if we're going to play anybody. I'm not trying to poke a bear or anything. I'm just saying the team I'm least afraid of out of Cincinnati, Kansas City, and Buffalo is Buffalo. Come on. I mean, they almost lost today. If Trevor Lawrence was controlling that offense and, avoids the 4-interception fiasco, they probably win that game, Miami. So I don't want to hear it. I want Buffalo if we're going to face anyone next week. And then I'll just hope we play the Ravens in the AFC Championship. All right, 3rd and 8. 4th down territory for the Vikings. Ball's placed at the 47. Cousins takes the snap. Cousins throws down the middle. Dropped by Osborne. Broken up, rather. I mean, that wasn't more so of a drop, but it was really tight coverage. Man-to-man. Floyd, the rookie corner. And yes, he is able to swat that one away. Here we go. Here's your ball game right here. 4th and 8. Cousins, he's only thrown 8 incompletions on the night. It still may result in a loss. Minnesota's out of timeouts. The Giants can kneel out the clock. There's no more stoppage now that we are past the 2-minute warning. Here we go. 4th and 8. Giants down to 2 timeouts. Cousins takes the snap. Cousins throws short. Hawkinson. Wow! That was horrible. That was horrible. That was wow. To complete the play-by-play, TJ Hawkinson picks up a yard, turnover on downs, and the New York Giants, come into Minnesota and defeat the 13-4 Minnesota Vikings. Look at Hawkinson, 2 yards, 3 yards. Xavier McKinney, man. Lennon, he said McKinney would get the game-winning interception. He gets the game-winning tackle. More believable. And look at this. The Giants with the kneel downs and their first playoff win since Super Bowl 46. Oh, you gotta feel happy for the Giants, man. What a game this was. 31-24. Their defense came up in the clutch the second half. What a game. I am so proud of the Giants, man. So proud of the Giants. The lovable underdogs move on. That is crazy. No, you said the Giants would win, Kyle. I always said the game would be close. I did pick Minnesota to win, but I always said it was close. I always said whoever won, it would be by 1 possession. I think that's what a lot of people predicted, and I think that's what a lot of people predicted, and that's what we saw in Kevin O'Connell. Not to be discouraged. A great first year for Minnesota, regular season-wise, but this is right up there with one of the biggest playoff letdowns in franchise history. 13-4, and they're bounced out. The final kneel, and the game goes to its final. The Giants win by 7 off 2 Saquon Barkley touchdowns. I hope everyone enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Grant Fluff and Fletcher Sports Zone saying enjoy the rest of your evening. They're off to the divisional round, and the Vikings are going to go where all the other teams in the NFC North are, on the couch the rest of the season. I will say right now, this loss is to not be blamed on Kirk Cousins whatsoever. It was a tremendous defensive effort by the Giants. Their run defense came up clutch. And what did I say? Daniel Jones, if he limits turnovers, the Giants had all the chance in the world to win this game. He did exactly that, and they're going to the divisional round. See you guys in the next broadcast. 31-24, your final.